He's ready. Let's do it. Let's get cracking on. Start rocking and rolling. We're on. Hey guys, how you going? Sit down, BKR Sport. We are here as the St George Illawarra Dragons, at least at the opposite way around, but the St George Illawarra Dragons taking on the New Zealand Warriors at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong. This will be an interesting game because the Dragons obviously coming off a win. It was against the Tigers, but at least it's off a win. Bit of a weird season so far for the Dragons, not gonna lie. But they are coming to this game at home, where they kind of probably would fancy themselves to give it a good old solid crack. Not many other people would, but the Dragons fans definitely would think so, especially being at home. And the Warriors, obviously, are coming into this one off the back of who they actually beat last week. The Rabbitohs game was 2 weeks ago. They beat... it was the draw with Manly. Yeah, great game last week between the Manly Sea Eagles and New Zealand Warriors over there in New Zealand. Controversial, but at the end of the day, it was a 22-22 draw. So both these teams coming in off pretty, well, games of their own merit, realistically. You know, you take it for what it is, the 2 points there for the Dragons against the Tigers, but with the Warriors, how do they recover? How do they bounce back from a draw? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least there is a multiple things that you can take from it, right? You can look at it and say, okay, well, now we don't have to think about points differential, which could be a demotivator, or it could be a motivator. And not necessarily is it going to be a positive from a draw as well, but at least now you don't have to think about points differential other than Manly, and you were lucky that it wasn't the Raiders and Titans too. That was about 10 seconds away from happening there. But, you know, there is that demotivator, but there is also the motivator now that you kind of just have to win because the points differential doesn't come into account, the Warriors actually have a pretty decent points differential, if I'm not mistaken. Let's quickly have a look here. They've got plus 38, which is the second best points differential in the game. But obviously, again, it just doesn't matter. So now, regardless of that, teams can jump you, even if they've got minus 300, right? So there's a whole kind of mixture of emotions there that come with a draw. But let's get into the two-team lineups, guys, and then we'll get into the chat in a second after we speak about the my prediction, and then we'll talk about TBC Live, and then we'll get into it. But alrighty, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Later on tonight as well, we have the Butterbutter Squeals taking on the Someone from Somewhere Dolphins. Yeah, the Someone from Somewhere Dolphins. No location there. We still call them Redcliffe, but that'll be on later on tonight, which will be live streamed. But alrighty. St George Illawarra Dragons come to this game in 13th position, whilst the New Zealand Warriors come in 7th position. Dragons $2.86 underdogs to the Warriors, who are $1.40 favourites, and this is at Wynn Stadium in Wollongong. You go to the ins for the Dragons, Christian Tuipulotu and Fa'amanu Brown, new signing there for the Dragons, with the outs being Jack Bird and Jesse Marshke. You go to the fullback, that is Tyrell Sloan, with the wingers being Christian Tuipulotu and Michaeli Ravalawa. The centres, Moses Sully, and the Butterbutter Squeals man himself, Zach Lomax. Yeah, the old Lomax man, the tax man, going to the Butterbutter Squeals from next year. So his team's actually playing later on tonight. Number 5'8", number 6, 5'8", Kyle Flanagan with the halfback being Ben Hunt, who is captain. You go to the front row as Francis Molo and Hame Sele. Number 9, Jacob Little. Back row, Raymond Fatala Mariner and Jaden Sewer, with the lock being Tom Eisenhuth. Interchange-wise, Blake Laurie, Jack DeBellin, Ben Murdoch-Masila and Fa'amanu Brown, with the 18th man replacement being Michael Molo. Only interesting thing that I'd say here is Fa'amanu Brown straight into the team, who was literally signed this week. So it's interesting that he's straight in. But, you know, Shane Flanagan should know what he's doing, so he should know a lot more than me. So at the end of the day, you've got to trust that he knows what he's doing there in regards to Fa'amanu Brown. But overall, Dragons, pretty much what you would expect there, minus Jack Bird. You go now to the New Zealand Wars, baby. You got Paul Roche and Zion Ma'u'u coming in, with Chanel Harris-Tavita and Jazz Tavunga going out. Couple of sad little losses there, to be fair. You go to the fullback, Chance Krokstad, with the wingers being Dallin Martinez-Zalesniak and Marcelo Montoya. Centres of Rocco Berry fan club, baby. The Rocco Berry fan club. Get up and at him, son. And the Roger Tuivasa Shek Show, who I have actually considered VCing today in Supercoach. I have considered it. You go to the 5'8", Tamati Martin, with the halfback being Sean Johnson. Front rowers of Adam Fanua-Blake and Mitchell Barnett, with the hooker being Wade Egan. Back row, Jackson Ford and Kurt Catewell, with the lock being Torhul Harris, who is the captain. Go to the interchange, Tom Ali, Jacob Laban, Adam Pompey and Paul Roche, with the 18th man replacement being Zion Ma'u'u, who a lot of people might remember from the preseason, who we got sent off for a tackle. I think that was against the Tigers, if I'm not mistaken, but it was a pretty full-on tackle, that one. But overall for the Warriors, yeah, look, Chanel Harris-Tavita has been a good addition for them this year. Jazz Tavunga does his job, you know. I don't think they lose a great deal there by not having them there, but at the end of the day, you do want those guys there, right? So I still think the Warriors win this game, guys, and I still think the Warriors actually probably win this game well. The Dragons have been so up and down this season. Let's go, before we go into the ladder here quickly, let's go into the Dragons season so far. So the Dragons in round 1 obviously flogged my team. That's nothing special this year. Then they got absolutely whooped by the Dolphins 38-0 in the following week, and then got beaten 46-24 by the Cowboys. Then went and beat Manly, which was so weird because Manly, they're beating like Panthers and they're beating good teams and then losing to teams like the Dragons and teams like the Titans in round 7, man. Like, it's really, really crazy. And then obviously the Dragons went and lost to the Knights 30-10. So the Dragons able to beat this good team of Manly, but then lose 30-10 to the Knights, and then go and beat the Tigers 24-12 in Campbelltown. Campbelltown is a place the Tigers just don't like playing, man. So, you know, they come into this game here against the Warriors, who I don't know kind of how to read the Warriors still, to be completely honest with you. I'm still a little bit confused about where they are as a team. They lost to the Sharkies 16-12 in round 1, lost to the Storm 30-26. I know, heartbreaking one to remember there, Warriors fans. Then they beat the Raiders 8-10, beat the Knights 20-12, beat the Rabbitohs 34-4, and then had the draw last week. So they're on a bit of winning form besides last week, which is still, you argue, as somewhat of a win, right? A draw is still somewhat of something. You're at least getting 1 point, but obviously just start the season off slow, and now we see them build into what they can do. Obviously, they've got a loss coming up this Thursday in Auckland against the Titans. But outside of that, I expect them to win today. I expect them to win today and win well. And they've actually got a pretty juicy schedule as well. They've got the Dragons, they've got the Titans, and they've got the Knights the next 3 weeks. So, but then you have a tough one of Roosters and then Panthers, right? So, yeah, don't know how to take the Warriors, but I will take them in this game. Now, quickly, in regards to the ladder, we've got the Dragons. If they were to win this game, that would put them up into the top 8. They've got a minus 36 points differential. So they would just simply go into 7th position for the time being, which would be above the Warriors, obviously. If the Dragons were to lose this game, there is a pretty significant chance that they will go to... Well, actually, no, they can't go below 16th, but they would go to 15th. They would go to 15th because their points differential is awful. Actually, no, they'd go to 14th because the Knights and Bulldogs just below them will play each other, so whoever wins that would go above them. So the lowest they can go is into 14th position there. Yes, that's as far as they can go. Warriors, on the other hand, if they were to lose this game, they could drop pretty much into 12th position, really. If they were to win this game, for the time being, they would actually go into 3rd place. Obviously, the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Dolphins, and the Panthers all have games to play. But for the time being, the Warriors would go on to 9 points above those guys, right? And then they just have to hope that Manly don't win by more than 17. But Manly are going to lose tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll do you a favour, Warriors. You can support the Titans tomorrow. Yeah, the boys. Now we're talking. But yeah, that's a lot of positioning there. So, alrighty, guys, there's the 2-team lineups. I'm taking the Warriors, and I'm taking them well. Even though it's down there at Wollongong, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Now, just before we do get into the chat and see what you guys are saying, obviously we are bringing this live stream to you by TBC Live. TBC Live is a great app that has been sponsoring us throughout the rugby league season, which is directly involved with rugby league. It's not like just some random app or some random, something that people are being sponsored by. It is simply rugby league. You can go and predict what's going to happen next in the game that we're watching. So if you think that Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is going to have a line break in the next 5 to 10 minutes, you can go and vote yes with 8 for or 2 state points, or no with 8 for or 2 state points. And you can, if you get the most amount of points throughout the week or in the game, there is a chance of obviously winning weekly prizes and whatnot, right? So it's a completely free app. It's the pinned comment over there in the chat. We've been having a great time with it throughout the season, and in about 15 minutes time, I'm going to go down and make my predictions that you guys can vote yes or no to, and you can get it in New Zealand. It is available in New Zealand. We have clarified there. So there we go. Let's get into the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Obviously, smack that like button, subscribe, and here we go. Here we go. Are we going to get another game like last week is the question. Gee whiz. NRL Super King says, are you going to Warriors and Titans game in New Zealand next week? NRL Super King, I have to ask you a question. When you watch my channel, have you seen me miss a game last year or this year so far? This is my only question. This is my big question. I got a big question for you. When was the last time you saw me miss a game, home or away? Adam Smart says, afternoon, Mr. BKR. Are you hearing the same rumours over here in Oz that Jet Cleary, Nathan's little brother, has signed with the Warriors? No. No, we have not heard this. And that will not be happening. Sam Jenkins says, if Rocket Berry gets a Hattie and Dallin Lesniak gets a double, I'm a rich man. No. We are rich men, Mr. Sam Jenkinson. We are the rich men here, son. Gee whiz, thank you, sir, for your donation. Broggy Sports says, yo, I'm Brady getting around it. So Rantos, Reese Man says Dragons have a crack tonight. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, but with that being said, the Dragons have been so up and down, up and down, up and down all season long, man. Like I said before, they're able to beat Manly. But what's Manly really done? Oh, wait, they've gone and beat the Panthers, right? So, Manly are able to have a pretty good season so far, but they're just not consistent, man. They're just not consistent. Look at this. Manly were able to beat the Rabbitohs. Who cares about Rabbitohs? Manly were able to beat the Roosters, who were decent enough. Then Manly lose to the Eels, who were bottom 4 up until last week. Then they lost to the Dragons, who they should never be losing to. And then they go and beat the Panthers and then draw with New Zealand. Manly is so up and down this year, and the Dragons have off that game. It's good, but then they lose to the Knights 30-10, and they lose to the Cowboys 46-24, and they lose to the Dolphins 38-0. So I just don't know with the Dragons, man. Like, they could turn up and win this game for sure. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. I just think the Warriors are a bit more in a bit of momentum right now, and they're confident in themselves, is what I'd say. Logan Balzac says, fuck Manu Brown played for the Sharks from 2014-17, Bulldogs from 2018-19, Featherstone Rovers in 2021, Tigers in 2022, back to the Bulldogs and Knights for 2023, and this year has played for Hull FC and Dragons. Wow, he is all over the shop, mate. He is like Sonny Bill Williams personified there. That is a lot of teams to be going through. Sarantos says, me still pissed at Kieran Foran against the Bulldogs. Me still pissed at Kieran Foran against the Bulldogs. I don't even know what you're saying. That doesn't even make sense. Why would you be pissed at Kieran Foran against the Bulldogs? What? What are you talking about? Kieran Foran's a lovely bloke. Amazing dude. What are you on about? Nate J says, Carn Dragons, I reckon he got the chocolates tonight. You reckon the Dragons have got the chocolates, do you? That's crazy coming from a Dragons fan, Nate. Daniel Bates says, morning all. Hope you've managed to get a bit of sleep reasonably, Blaze. Never. Terrence says the knock on. You are an idiot if you are still looking at a knock on. Like, in a previous game, you're still pissed at whatever game you're talking about. What, a Dogs game that Forrester played for? Or what are you talking about? Also, who cares? What are you're pissed off at Kieran Foran? For what? what are you talking about? Nate Jace is 40 on watching. Hit the thumbs up. Show some support for the man. Come on. I just can't believe we've just seen someone saying that they're still pissed at some random knock-on that Kieran Foran's had at the Dogs, for the Dogs. What's happening? I just don't get it. Started getting around the wires, get around them. Daniel Bates is liking some people also member up. Absolutely. NRL Super King. So last time I saw you missed a game in 2022, which was Warriors and Titans New Zealand. That's a great point, actually. The last time I did miss a game would have been... Yeah, you're right, actually. The last time I did miss a game was Warriors-Titans when Tanner Boyd kicked that field goal. Hey, let's remember it. Let's remember it. Reece 77 says Warriors 36-12. Yeah, I don't mind it. Lane Baltic says, I really do think Foz needs a hat. Yeah, it's just weird, bro. Like, he's having a crack at Kieran Foran for something that I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even know what he's talking about. Oh, dearie me. We're still got about 15 minutes to go until the game does kick off, though. Well, let's have a look at the weather here to see if it's a nice track, though. Wollongong weather. Do Dragons have a good record at Wollongong? So it's just a bit cloudy, no rain about or anything like that. Do the Dragons have any... Oh, no, it says that's in the morning. No, so it should be fine. Do the Dragons have a good record at Wollongong? I feel like it's a bit of a weird ground where they're probably more 50-50 than anything. Keep the seconds up the Wires, glory be to God, absolutely. But yeah, look, I think the Wires will win this game, and I think they'll win this game well. They're going a fortress, mate. Is it? All right, Nath, let's see. Rugby League project. Now, let's go to venues. And now let's go to, teams, and then we'll go to St George Illawarra Dragons. Let's go see if you're right here, Mr. Nath J. Venues. All right. Wynn Stadium. They've got a decent record there. It's on a fortress, but they've still lost 53 games. They've won 86, but they've lost 53. It's better than Netstrata Jubilee, to be fair. Is this including their old team, though? Or is this St George Illawarra Dragons? No, this seems like... Oh, no, it would be just the St George Illawarra Dragons. I wouldn't say it's a fortress, but it's... you've had more wins than you've lost. Adam Smart says, been multiple big sports reporters saying Jet Cleary is signed will be announced in the coming week, but I'm with you, I'll see it as a rumour, so I'll find something confirmed. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not right. I'm not saying that it hasn't happened, but it's just that we haven't heard anything about this. And I don't know if the Panthers would be willing to let him go, considering that Jerome Luai has obviously left to go to the Tigers from 2025. Nathan Cleary, his brother, is the halfback, and they would be, assuming Jet Cleary would be going into the 5'8 position. They've also lost James Fisher-Harris. They've lost a lot of players over the years, and this is who is being mentored into being their next 5'8. So I really don't believe it. But, you know, to be fair, it could be true. I'm just not too sure about it. Nate J says that's a fortress in my book. Okay. Big Al says too much smoking or something tonight in this crowd. Maybe, Big Al. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? You're probably not wrong here. Warner Hill says, "G'day, how's it going? Looking forward to my New Zealand trip on Wednesday, to be fair. Like, obviously, we got the Manly game at home tomorrow, which would be great to be back at home. Obviously, I was in Townsville 2 weeks ago. Well, last week, sorry. And then, last week is in 2 weeks ago. And then last weekend, I was in Canberra. So it is good to be at home for a little bit. But then obviously, we do travel to New Zealand next week. I think our boys are going pretty early in the week. And they'll be very well acclimatised. Very well acclimatised, man. But no, it should be a good time over there. Reese77 says, I saw the same thing last year. They said Jet signed with us and he didn't. Yeah, I just don't believe it. I just don't think that the Panthers would allow that. I think they would offer whatever they could to keep him, and I just don't think that Jet Cleary would want to leave, considering he can play alongside his brother in the Panthers, who are a pretty good team. You know, it just wouldn't make any sense. His dad's in Penrith, his mum's in Penrith, his brother's in Penrith, and he's currently contracted to the Panthers, so that would make absolutely no sense in any world. Medvedev says, Dragons are flying mythical creatures, but Warriors are known to be fighters. I'll tip the Warriors 26-6. Yep, I don't know how you came to that conclusion, but the conclusion's fine. Get around your flurry. Sachin Kelson says, small part of me is slightly nervous for this one. Could see it being a trap game for us. I thought last week was definitely the trap game. Yeah, look, I think Warriors win this one well. The Dragons, you just don't know with the Dragons, man. You really don't. Like, they're still a bottom 4 team this year, but they have glimpses where they play well, and then they have long stretches where they don't. So, I have no idea. Sam Jenkins says, if you had to pick 3 try scorers from each team, who would you pick? I went Flanagan, Sloan, You expect every game to have a ridiculous amount of try scorers, Sam. It's wild. I don't know where you get all this insane 6 try scorers and 6 different try scorers is pretty incredible to see. You know, and to be able to specifically pick them across those 6 try scorers is a very, very difficult amount of players. But for the purpose of doing it, I'll give you 3 for my team. For the Dragons, I would go with Michaeli Ravalawa. I would go with... Jeez, this is the harder one to pick. Michaeli Ravalawa, I'll go Ben Hunt, and I'll go Lomax. But he's centre now rather than a winger. But I'll go Ravalawa, Lomax, and Ben Hunt. For the Warriors, I would go Dale Martinez-Lesniak. I would say Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is a great shout here today. And then Tamati Martin. I like a bit of Tamati Martin action. Yeah, I'll go Tamati Martin, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and Dale Martinez-Lesniak. So there's your 6. Sandra says, who says Dragons are scoring 3 times? That's exactly what I mean, though. You know, and I just don't think it happens. I just don't think that we could see a lot of try scorers, but to correctly predict all 6 of those and minimum 3 tries each team is still quite a lot. Nate J says Hunt is always a good shout. Same with Molo or Sully. Yeah, I'd probably prefer to go with Lomax and the winger of Ravalawa, but yeah, Ravalawa will either score 3 tries or none. That's kind of how he goes. The Dragons-Tigers match last week was so disappointing to watch. Dragons with a better team, but not by much. They did enough to win. There's just no huge improvement with them. Yeah, I wasn't really able to watch that game because I was obviously in Canberra before the Titans versus Raiders game. We were at the function. It was on in the background, but we were at the function, so I couldn't really focus too much on that game. But I did hear that I haven't missed out on much. Let's put it that way. Ray77 says, I reckon Jackson Ford has been scoring a lot lately. Has he? Has he? Jackson Ford? I'll go have a look at last week. Obviously, guys, 10 minutes to go until kickoff. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. So last week, he did not score. It was Tavanga, Watenza-Lesniak, Sean Johnson, and Watenza-Lesniak. Round 5, the Warriors played the Rabbits. Pretty much everyone scored here. Jackson Ford scored in the 34th minute. And then we go back to round 4 for the Warriors, where they played the Knights. Oh, I guess he scored there too. He just didn't score last week. Round 3 against the Raiders. Didn't score in that game. Did not. That was Metcalf and Blake and Roger. Round 2. This was a while ago now though. Did score in round 2, but that was a while ago. And then round 1 against the Sharks, he did not. It's Blake and Metcalf. So he's 3-3. I'm okay with the assumption there. I'm okay with the assumption, but with that being said, he didn't score last week in a game that had 22 points. Dip Method says Lomax was the only highlight last week, though. Yeah, probably. He's doing well. He's doing well this year. He's an absolute clown of a human being, but he's doing well as a player. Nate J says, is Big Bad Bunty playing? I don't think so. I don't think I read his name out, did I? I don't think so. Bunty hasn't really been cracking on. No, he's not. No, he's not playing. Their bench is Tom Harley, Jacob LeBarn, Adam Pompey, and Paul Roche, with their front rowers of Adam Blake and Mitchell Barnett. So no, he is not playing this game. But Bunty is very good for his off the back fence runs. But for me, that's really about it. But I do love to see him with those off the back fence runs. They are pretty phenomenal. Fly says, who's your captain? I'm considering I'm going to change my captain throughout the weekend because there's no guaranteed bolter. Besides, I'm going to probably VC 2 of us checking this game because I think he could go off in this game and could pick up some good points. Obvious option is Tom Trbojevic against the Titans because even when Manly lose against the Titans, Tom usually scores a couple of tries, which we spoke about in the podcast this week. There is the option of Monotalo against the Cowboys. Cowboys defensively are all over the shop, so Monotalo could pick up a big score there. AJ Brimo goes back to the fullback against Manly. There is the opportunity there for a nice little captain. Who else would potentially be? Yeah, I don't know. You could look at. I wouldn't go Korowi Sao. I guess you could look at Kai Peace-Paul against the Bulldogs. But their defense is a little bit better this year, so I don't know about that. Right this very second, I've got the two of us Shek VC and I've got Monotalo as C, but I might move that to Tom Trbojevic. And I originally wanted to have the VC of Tom Trbojevic and then Captain Monotalo just in case to have that loophole option, but I'm not sure if I'll go with that. I might keep up with the RTS tonight. I might just back it in. Lager Ballsack says, I can sense a Warriors flogging and a shit house Eels versus Dolphins. I get the feeling. I get the vibe of that. Yeah, I like the vibe of that one. But let's go make some predictions on TBC Live. Let's go make some predictions on the TBC of the Live. So go and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and go and vote yes or no to these predictions. CR7 says, down to score first, try, score jumping in the corner. I'm not going to do that. I think that's too specific. I will say in the first 10 minutes, I will say, in the first 10 minutes, or I could do a big one of like a 40-20 in the first 10 minutes, but I don't think that'll happen. They don't usually do that in the first 10. I will say that Adam Fanu, I'll just put AFB. AFB runs for 60 plus meters in first 20 minutes. We'll do that. AFB runs for 60 plus meters in first 20 minutes, and we'll post that. And I'll go yes, and then we'll go on to an anytime prediction, and we will go with RTS, DWZ, and Rocco Berry to score a try. That's and, not or, and RTS, Dalmatines, Lesnet, and Rocco Berry to score at any time. Post that little bad boy. That's a lot of try scoring predictors there. And then we'll go with the special prediction, and that is times 10. Say Rocco, Berry. No, we're going to go RTS to score a double. RTS to score a double and run for 150 plus meters. He did it last week. He got 150 plus meters last week. So we'll post that. Bang. And I'll vote yes to that little bad boy. And then there we go. And there we go. Adam Smart says, other than the result of the game, you're going to love New Zealand. Did you get the Sky Tower jump sorted? So I'm doing the bungee jump from the bridge. Because I did say bungee. I would like to do the Sky Tower jump, but that's just extra, right? So I might do, I'm going to do the bungee jump from the bridge. Nate J says, send off first 10. A send-off in the first 10, Nate, you reckon? A send-off in the first 10. Wow, boy. Medvedev says, how do you think the Paravs Dolphins match will play out? Doesn't look great. Andrew says, morning, evening, guys, hope we're all good. A tough night at the Etihad the other night, Blaze. Did you catch the game? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was frustrating, but in the same sense, can't win them all, unfortunately. Can't win them all. Big Al says, agree with Logan Bullsacks, but Warriors must hold on to the ball and no sin bins. Yeah, the Warriors, have they been pretty ill-disciplined in that regard recently, actually? Let's go have a look here at their previous games in regards to their discipline. 4 minutes to go until the game does kick off, guys. 4 minutes to go. Last week, they had... does it have... When they get binned? There wasn't a player binned last week, was there? I think when someone gets binned, usually there is actually something that says it on the website here. Can't see that. I actually can't see anyone getting binned here so far. So that maybe they don't have it here. Maybe they don't. But realistically, the Warriors' biggest issue is their discipline in regards to just generally giving away penalties and whatnot and giving away 6 agains. That is probably their biggest issue. But a lot of teams, every team really has that issue. Chuck 100 on draw. Of this game, don't know about that. Don't know about that. Deary May, Harper and Russell up against Avarillo and Isako. Shut the gates. Well, Avarillo and Isako haven't exactly been fantastic this year. Andrew Backer says, hope you had a good weekend. Last night was good stream. Ready for a big night tonight. Both games 13+. Next game, maybe not so much. But this game, for me, I believe the Warriors should win 13+. Especially if they consider themselves as a big-time player this year. Joseph Schuster says, what time does the game start? In 3 minutes' time, bro. You know that. Don't even know why you put that comment. You know the game starts in 3 minutes' time. Andrew says, I've gone Warriors minus 7.5, so bet the opposite, guys. Fair call, Andrew. Fair call, but I do think a minus 7.5 is the play. I've always said that I actually think the Warriors, they don't have a great, amazing record at home, comparatively to what people say. So I actually like them more away from home a lot of the time, because a lot of these boys are still Australian as well. Blake Carter says, Dallin Martinez-Lesniak about to cook. I believe so. I believe so. Is he on Michaeli Ravalawa's side? Or Tuipulotu? Both of them defensively aren't exactly fantastic. I miss Uncle Bully Harper. I don't like his haircut. Uncle Bully Harper. Oh, Morgan Harper. Oh, yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I remember when he absolutely torched us. And, well, him, obviously it was Tom Trbojevic, but he was a big part of them torching us. In that 2021 season, when the Titans played Manly at Mudgee, that was a hard one to watch. A hard one to watch, and Morgan Harper, he was a big part as well as Tom Trbojevic in their destruction of us. Folks, no bins last week. No. We figured that out. It's been a few weeks. Now. They don't really get bins. It's more just penalties and knock-ons and whatnot. Long hair Harper is a beast. Did he have long hair when he played CSC for Talakai in that game? People will always remember Morgan Harper as the game that CSC for Talakai absolutely annihilated him in that first half. Absolutely annihilated him. So the Warriors are coming out onto the field here, guys. They're coming out onto the field. Andrew says, can I know why you think next game won't be 13+? Because neither of those teams are that great. But if it's 13+, congratulations, but neither of those teams are that great. Blake Carter says he will be on Ravalawa's side, I believe. Brought Dallin Martinez-Lesniak in on Supercoach with their next few games. I don't mind the TWZ shout there. And yeah, if he's on Ravalawa's side, Ravalawa will make a big hit, but he also can get quite lazy at times. So yeah, I do think that's a pretty big shout there. Slapper says Eels are shit, Andrew, that's why. Yeah, I know Andrew is really, really begging me basically right now to circle jerk the Eels and tell him how good they are, but they're not. And the Dolphins haven't played anyone yet and have struggled recently when they played the Bronx, but both those teams aren't in a great situation right now. The Dolphins obviously are in a better situation, but they've lost Hamiso obviously, so that's where I lose the faith in them. That's why I'm tipping the Eels 1-12. But yeah, I don't think, even if the Eels win 13+, I couldn't tell you they're a great team. They're still a team that I'm very, very concerned with overall. Sam Jenkins says, I would like to thank the Parramatta Seal for this opportunity. That is a nice little Fui Moi Moi reference. Alright, so the Dragons to kick off here, guys. Here we go. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Richard Riker says, up the wires. And there's Lomax kicking the ball off. Are you ready? I'll be here at Wollongong, actually, much later in the year. Warriors get it through Nickel Klukstad, and he'll get this ball out to the 15. I always find it weird with players, right? When they make a tackle, sometimes you get the players who turn the tackle around and then actually push them further for more post-contact meters. It's actually really strange. It's really strange that when they get the tackle, they end up actually pushing them an extra 3 or so meters. Great run by Wade Egan. Probably should have been at 6 again there, and that's probably going to tell you a lot about this game to come. Flyers, let's go to Titans. Let's go. Yep, hopefully we have a big game tomorrow. Adam Fanua-Blake gets his ball now to the 50, and that is a strong run there, and that's going to help my TPC live prediction for sure. Interested, I honestly think we should win 13 plus. Eels need to win this. We still have a decent lineup. Yeah, I think you overrate your team. Fit tackle now, but at least you're allowed to think your way. You are allowed to think your way, but I can tell you from a non-biased perspective, nobody is confident in your team. But from a biased perspective, of course you're going to back in your team. Look at me. Look at me with the Titans. So it's going to be Dragons to get this ball here 4 meters out. And it'll go right-hand side to Moses Suli. So look at Dragons, right? Dragons, a lot of Dragons fans, still have the thought process that they're a really, really good team this year. And it's like they've got a lot to prove that. They're nowhere near that just yet, especially with the fact that they've been so up and down in regards to beating, the good teams, and then losing to the bad teams. But it's common practice to back in your team and to believe in your team. But I just, as a non-biased spectator of the Eels and Dolphins game, think both those teams are still not that great. So fit tackled here for the Dragons. It's going to be Ben Hunt who whacks this ball down. But again, I have tipped the Eels. That's an awful kick from Ben Hunt, and that's going to go out around the 35. Sam Jenkins says, as much as I hate to say it, they are losing their most dangerous player, Dragons, that is. In regards to Taxman, that's 2025, though. That's 2025. Flash says the wind is howling. Well, that yellow thing that usually shows the wind wasn't going too crazy there. I don't know, I think that was just a off-the-side boot, was it? I could be wrong. But that yellow, thing, that's a penalty to the Warriors already. Okay. Don't really look like the wind is howling too much. Are we watching the same game? Yeah, next year they're going to struggle, I feel. Yeah, well, Ben Hunt clearly doesn't want to be there. He clearly doesn't want to be there. I don't care that Ben Hunt's come out and said that that he's committed. It's like, you've clearly seen that ever since that situation happened, that he has not been as good as he was prior. Whether that be the age or not, you can kind of see. Yeah, Wind's not doing much. That's what I'm saying, Slow, but that's the one I was looking at. So Adam Fanua-Blake now for the Warriors. They're going to be 20 metres out here from the line. 20 metres out. Wade Egan, left-hand side to Tamati Martin. Tamati Martin underneath here to Roger. And he'll be 15 metres out from the line, second tackle. Hayden Waters getting around it. Right-hand side, Toll Harris. Harris off to Barnett. That was a really, really average pass. Third tackle now, 4 metres out. Dragons fans close their eyes. Wade Egan, Sean Johnson. He gives it off here to Chance. That's a great tackle. Oh, it was a great tackle. Now it's a great tackle from Tuipulotu and Moses Suli. Tuipulotu actually lost it, so it was Suli who actually ended up making that tackle. Forward tackle to Sean Johnson. Johnson at the back here to Tola Harris. Short ball out for Fanua-Blake. Oh, man. Very lucky they didn't score there. Fifth tackle here, 4 metres out. And Wade Egan off to Sean Johnson. What's that massive? That's an obstruction. There'll be an obstruction here, lads. There'll be an obstruction in a moment. Even if they score here, it's an obstruction. And this actually works out better for the Warriors because they've kicked it. The Dragons get it to 1 instead of being a penalty. So if I'm a Warriors fan, I'm loving that. I'm loving that because if you had scored there, you would have celebrated and it would have been a no-try. Forrest, I thought the wind blew the ball. No, he just scuffed it off the side of his boot. So Ravalawa brings his ball out of the 15. I think Warriors fans should be very thankful they didn't score there. So Jaden Sewer. Oh, he's absolutely rocketed into Sean Johnson. 4 tackle of the Dragons. They're making some good meters here. And Moller gets tripped up by Wade Egan. Fifth tackle at the 40. Made some good meters considering they were 3 meters out from their own line. Ben Hunt whacks that ball down. Should be an easy take there by Marcelo Montoya. Bushka! Takes it to the 40. Warriors have got the field position battle on lock right now, however. How much, by the way, Blake, how much was Martin Zalesniak on Supercoach? It would have been a decent amount. Nate says, good start, Dragons. Don't know about that. Are we watching the same game? Are we watching the same game here? Good start, Dragons. Not sure. Third tackle here at the 40. Wade Egan goes left-hand side to Tall Harris. Harris at the back into Sean Johnson. After Jackson Ford. He's still going. Oh, 24 metres out, fourth tackle. This is looking super shaky at the moment, Dragons fans. Right inside, Tall Harris at the back into Sean Johnson. There just keeps being a massive hole here. So they're going to knock this ball on. But there keeps being this massive hole just to the left-hand side of the middle Like, just right next to it. I'm trying to figure out who the player is that is meant to be in this gap. Because the Dragons keep having this massive hole that keeps opening up. The Warriors just haven't seen it yet, really, unless this was their ploy in regards to their other back row just now. 7-13, but I need to get rid of Hammer and already have Holmes. What have I gone? Yeah, but there is also, you could have had the shout of, did you have Molitalo? Molitalo's been great. And he's had a great matchup this week against the Cows. Lomax now to the 25. And it'll be second tackle now. I worry a little bit for Holmes this week, but then again, he's playing his old club, so a lot of players who play there against their old club usually find a way to score. Third tackle now for the Dragons at the 32. So, Nate, what part of this game so far has been great stuff? I guess the best part for the Dragons so far would be their meters gained through the middle, but overall, like, the Warriors have definitely had the better play with the ball so far. And it'll be Charles Nickel-Klokstad who brings his ball back here to the 15 or so. Maybe I should find my glasses. Nate Jace's goal line defense. It was fine. Warriors didn't really throw too much at him, but it was fine. So Watini's a Lesniak here, and also the Warriors are making a lot of meters, and that's a good offload. Oh, it was a good offload until no one went for it. Adam from LeBlake gets it off into Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and he'll get taken down now at the 33, third tackle. I do find it funny, though, that we were the only two that really kind of called out that knock-on last night, and then everyone has been going off about it. Tamati Martin, taken down by Sewer at 35. Seb Watson says, Fortnite boy against a team with 0 defense and about 25 points a game conceded. Defo captain material. Yeah, I do like it. I'm thinking it's between him and Trebojevic for mine on Supercoach, and I'm probably going to go Montala. I can't, get behind Tommy T in a game against my team, even though I did captain Drinkwater the other week. I did, and I'll be taken down at 20. I was considering Marzi, Montala, or Garrick. I definitely would have preferred, like, if the Titans defensively can aim up like they did last week, I don't think next week is as easy as you probably think for Watani. But, he probably still should score a try against us. I would have gone Molitalo. Well, then again, I've got Molitalo, so that's why I say that, I guess. But he's been doing real well this season. I think he's the highest scoring winger, isn't he? Highest scoring centre winger in the game. Fifth tackle here for the Dragons, and they're going to be at the halfway point. 8 minutes in here. At least it's a good crowd down there at the Gong. And Ben Hunt puts that ball into the corner where it will be Marcelo Montoya. Grabs it at the 10. No, it's Charles Newell-Klokstad, sorry. And he'll bring it out to the 20. A bit of a grindy game right now. Dragons are bringing the Warriors into a real grindy kind of shitfest. And I don't think the Warriors will want to play like that. Really don't think they'll want to play like that. Slapper says, what's May done to Robbo? Minutes 1 week, on to none the next. Apparently he was late for the bus this week. So I was actually surprised that he got selected. Because I don't understand why he would select someone off the bench and then deliberately not play him a certain amount of minutes because they missed the bus. Like, don't play him in general. Use somebody else. But apparently that's why he didn't. That's why I didn't bench him. Wade Egan, sneaky little run to the 35. He fit tackle. Garrick is the big balls player for Hammer. Got some tasty fixtures coming up. Yeah, but you're a Manly fan. Oh, Wade Egan's injured again. No, please no. He's grabbing at his knee here. Wade Egan's been finding it so unlucky. God bless, man. He's been finding it so unlucky this year with injuries. Unless he's trying to claim a penalty here. I think he's okay. I think he tried to claim the penalty. I don't know what he was trying to claim, but I think he was trying to claim something because he's fine now, apparently. So Sean Johnson puts that up. Good chase here by Rocco Berry, and they'll be taken down to 5 here, the Dragons. May Brothers always in trouble. Yep, makes sense. Have you seen that tattoo from May? It's like, you do you, bro. Like, don't listen to anybody else and what they say about you, man. Like, you love what you've put up there, then great. But that is a bold thing to get tattooed across your entire neck. So the Dragons here, they'll be taken down at the 40. Flags, both those brothers are pains in the ass. There's actually 3 of them. And the one that you're not referring to is actually the worst one of the lot. Fit tackle here at the halfway point. 30 minutes to go the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. And it will be Nickel-Klokstad to the 20. Just so back and forth right now. Yeah, the other mate thinks he's on Fast and Furious now. Isn't he on YouTube? Isn't he trying to do vlogs or something? I think I saw that on Best Sports profile. And penalty of the Warriors. There's the break in what was just a set-for-set grind for a good 6-7 minutes. No, Jason, Wazzles are good at getting penalties for fake leg injuries. For anyone who doesn't know, he's referring to last week's game against Manly. Everyone forgets about Tyrone. Yeah, they do, Blake. That's why I referenced that just then. Yeah, Tyrone, then obviously Taylor and Terrell, but Tyrone was the one that had the biggest issue of the three of them. Wait, why would you tattoo your last name on your neck? Yeah, he tattooed it across his entire neck, man. He had May across his entire neck. It's crazy. So Warriors now, Adam Fanua, Blake, he's going to be at the 30. He'll be at the 30. It'll be Wade Egan now with the ball, who goes right-hand side to Toa Harris and Mitchell Barnett. This weird little play that Toa Harris is doing right in the line right there. It's like they've already got Barnett locked up by then. It's going to be Nickel Klokstad taken down at the 7. Still going, third tackle. Third tackle. Wade Egan gives up to Sean Johnson. At the back here to Barnett. Barnett 5 metres out here from the line. Mount Druitt thinks. And Wade Egan, Sean Johnson, try time for SJ. Try time for Sean Johnson. Big Al, bro, this isn't the first time you've done it. The next time you do it, you will be hidden from the channel, mate. I do remember this. You've done this multiple times. Do not call try until I have commentated, bro. Because otherwise, we will time you out, and next time we'll probably just hide you, bro, because it's not the first time you've done it. But that will be a try time there for Sean Johnson, and it will be under the post. It will be under the post. Sean Johnson makes it 4-0 here with the kick to come, and he will make it 6-0 any moment now. And that was really easy, man. That was way too easy. And that's the hole. That's the hole right there that I was referring to before. Who is the player? Who is the player? It's not Sully. Who's on inside of Sully? Who is on the inside of Sully? Because he's the one who keeps coming out and making this hole. Nate J, can you answer me this for the Dragons? Who is the guy on the inside of Sully? I can't see. Is it Flanagan? Is it Flanagan? I think it's Flanagan, man. He keeps coming in and allowing this massive gap. Oh, it is Flanagan. There you go. I called that in the first, 2 minutes of the game, first 3 minutes. And now, it's just every time it's opening up. And that was so easy. Sean Johnson can score there all game. All game. So 4-0, and it will be 6-0 any moment now. It was just way too easy, man. Way too easy. Could have said a Fiji and Drew win in the women's today. You're not watching, Nate. Oh, there you go. Slubber says Flanner needs to drop Flanner. Yeah, well. So 6-0. Seb Watson says, does he want off the team as well? Maybe. Oh, yeah, he's way inside, man. Just way inside. Mount Druitt over here. Nate J is a Dragons fan from Mount Druitt, for everybody who doesn't know. Olivia Reed with the $8 donation. Another day, another donation. Don't stress, Olivia's here. Captain's run was fun this morning. We had puppies. Yeah, I would say the Broncos are a bit of a puppy team, to be fair. But thank you very much for the $8 donation, Olivia. Get around it. We appreciate you. Flurry says, initially they said May of Riff wasn't being punished, but today he has personal... I don't know what you're talking about. Lamport says, sad that men's Drew is down 27 to the Hurricanes. No, it's unfortunately to be expected, man. The money and the financials that go into the Drua just aren't comparatively to those of New Zealand and Australian teams. So when the Drua get a win, it is so monumental because it is an Islander team, right? It is an Islander team that does not have the same kind of money invested. And with Jackson Ford now, third tackle to the 30. And Flano drops Flano. That'll be classic. It will be pretty classic. So Wade Egan onto Tohu Harris. He'll never do it though. Fourth tackle here to the 43. Surely you bandwagon the Panthers while you wait for Dragons to get good, no, Jay. It's a great shout. I'm bandwagoning the Titans until the bandwagon Titans get good, to be fair. So, he's talking about Taylor being dropped today. Oh, did Taylor get dropped? So, Sean Johnson, up it goes. Good kick, good chase. Rockaberry slam. Oh, good hit. Rockaberry is really good at those kick chases. Love it. Nate says, screw the Panthers slapper, I'm Dragons through. That's a good man right there. Stick by your team through thick and thin. Stick by him. Don't worry, Slapper's still on the Titans wagon, regardless. And Taxman taking down the 25, third tackle. Oh, yeah, he got dropped because of that speeding thing. That's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Fourth tackle here for the Dragons at the 35. Dragons really haven't been able to... Like, they've made good meters up until the 40, and then they're just having a kick from the 40, and then they're going to lose good 10 meters there. And now it's fifth tackle here for the Dragons at their own 30. Driving a car doing over 120 kilometers an hour. Yeah, what was the limit, though? Because obviously... Oh, 110 is the limit in Queensland, isn't it? What was he driving down in 120? Alamorti. Yeah, Alamorti will be playing. That's right, I saw that. I should have recognised that was what it was doing. And Marcelo Montoya gets his ball here to the halfway point, second tackle. It was Suburban. Oh, 120 kilometres an hour in Suburban? Jeez, doesn't that usually come with like jail time for a little bit? Obviously, he's a footy player, so probably get away a little bit. But I swear, like 120 kilometres in a suburban area would be nearly like a little bit of jail time. Tohu Harris at the back. Oh, Fanil Blake has lost the ball. That's a knock on. That's a knock on. Am I doing a fan club interview when you go over the game? What does that mean? Are you doing a fan club interview when you go... What is that? What do you mean by fan club interview? Sam Jenkins says, so anywhere from 40 to 90 depending. Yeah. He was Passenger Princess recording, I think. Oh, it was the passenger. There you go. Yeah, you get praise doing 120 down the west. Yeah, that is a good point, Label. So far, the Warriors 64% possession, the Dragons 36% possession. The Warriors have not looked great. The Dragons have looked worse. But the score is fair enough. Normally impoundment. There you go. For the Rockaberry fan club. Oh, true. Oh, that's another knock-on from the Dragons. So it's going to be Warriors now with the ball. I will see. It's very difficult to get a player in view of the opposition team when you're supporting the opposition. Especially when it's going to be sold out in that game. Adam Fanil Blake now taking another 20, first tackle. I'll reply to this in a second as well. 18 meters out here from the line. The Warriors, Wade Egg and Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson, Tohu Harris. Tohu Harris is 9 meters out of the line, second tackle. It was in a rented car, Slapper says. Wow. Wade Egg and Mitchell Barnett. Barnett to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson here. Chance little Clockstad Rocker. Berry Watini to Lesniak. Oh, good tackle there by... Who is that? I can't see. Carl Flanagan actually did it. Well done. Oh, he's doing that deliberately, Tyrell Sloan. Tyrell Sloan's doing that deliberately. Yeah, 6 again. You're lucky you don't give away a penalty there, Tyrell Sloan. At the back of Adam Fanil Blake. He gives it off here to Buddy Martin. Oh, 1 metre out of the line. Jeez, zero tackle again. Dragons kick off the line early. So Wade Egan, short ball. Adam Fanua Blake. So close. First tackle now. First tackle. Oh, zero again, is it? Wow. Wade Egan, Sean Johnson at the back here. And you've got Tamati Martin. Tamati Martin. 2 meters out from the line. Second tackle here. 2 meters out. Wade Egan. He'll get out the back to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson again. He'll get the offload away. And it will come out the back here to Chance. Chance, this is all. Just go down. Just take the tackle, bro. Just take the tackle, bro. Just take the tackle, Chance. Oh, it's 6 again. There's got to be a bin after this. If they do it again, there's got to be a bin. If they do it again, there's got to be a bin. This has been like 4 set restarts in a row here by the Dragons. First tackle here, 10 meters out. They have not gone past the first or second tackle for a little bit now because it is just constant. Second tackle now for the Warriors. They're 3 meters out. Wade Egan with the ball. He goes himself, not the play. And it will be third tackle, 2 meters out here from the line. Only 2 set restarts? No way. That's not what we've just seen. Adam Fanor Blake taken down, 3 meters out again, 4th tackle. Wade Egan. He gives it off to... Oh, it's intercepted. It's intercepted by the Dragons. They're away here. The nice work by Jacob Little. Well done. Jacob Little with the intercept. I'm actually kind of surprised that it was. It's a penalty to the Dragons. Wow, Warriors. I'm actually surprised that they haven't called Little for an offside there. I'm surprised that he wasn't going early, but it is 6-0 to the Warriors, and the Dragons just got the intercept after playing 6 against defensively. Watini's a Lesniak. Yeah, it was a great tackle by Flanagan. Flanagan's been so hot in Collins' game. Majority cold. That was his one good moment in the game so far, Flanagan. But Barnett, yeah, 30 tackles to 1 inside the attack and 20. 30 to 1. Actually, when was the Dragons in the Warriors 20? When did that happen? Francois Nafar, who's damn St. Merge doing good. That's rare. No, they're not. Neither team's doing well here. Neither team's doing well. The Dragons, the Warriors have been a little bit all over the shop, but the Dragons have been just worse. But at least defensively, they did something there on the line. But neither team's playing fantastic footy here. Ben Hunt, third tackle at the 20. Oh, gets the offload away to Taxman. And Taxman will be taken out at 32. Will be third tackle now, I think. 20 minutes gone, guys. 20 minutes to go the first half. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Flanagan off to Eisenhuth. And Eisenhuth gets the offload away to Little. Little off to Flanagan. Flanagan now, he's still going. He'll give it off. Oh, he's running to his own player. He ran into Flanagan. Oh my goodness. Right hand side, Jay's mate. Fifth tackle here for the Dragons at the 23. Right hand side, off to Benny Hunt. And that wasn't even an attack on the attack at 20, by the way. Marcelo Montoya, great grab, Marcelo. Very good grab. Very good grab. Sashins has wasted so many chances. Yeah, the Warriors had a bucket load of chances just then. Chase, mate. Second tackle. Not as close of a mate as the other one, but first it obviously goes Wales, then it goes Roosters fan, then old mate. Fourth tackle here for the Warriors at the 25. What I meant is they managed to not let the Warriors score their second try. Yeah, but the Warriors haven't thrown anything at them, really. It's been really disjointed in regards to their attack as well. I can't believe that was a rented... I can't believe they did that in a rented car. Like, how sad is that going to be? That is so sad, man. To do that in a rented car. It's not even your property and you're doing something dangerous like that. That's just wild. Another penalty here to the Dragons, man. Another penalty. The Warriors, man. So well disciplined in this last 12 or so minutes. So well disciplined. Jackson Ford is the one that gives it away. I tell you what. You wouldn't be wanting too many Warriors players besides Fanor Blake in your Supercoach team right now. But alright, that's kicked out to about the 40 or so. It will be Lomax who goes to Little. Little off the back to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt, short ball. Dragons nearly got... Oh, forward pass, bro. By about 3 years, Sewer. What are you doing, dude? Oh, he had such a good opportunity. That was first tackle, Jaden Sewer, off a penalty. And he's just throwing the ball forward by about literally 2 metres. Literally. That's flat, Slapper says. That's about 2 metres forward. That is a Broncos play. That's a Reece Walsh pass if I ever did see one. At least this one got picked up by the referees. That is, yeah, Sewer Brady. Can take the boy out of the Broncos, but you can't take the Broncos out of the boy. That's right. Yeah, I forgot Jaden Sewer played for the Bronx. Alright, so it's Marcelo Montoya now, taken down at the 38. Actually, did he? Jaden Sewer, Broncos. Was he Broncos, was he? I know it was Rabbitohs. Was he Bronx as well? Yeah, that's right, he did, yeah. I knew he was the Rabbitohs. Alright, so third tackle here for the Warriors at the 45. Adam Fanor Blake gets off Tom Eisenhuth, Wade Egan, Sean Johnson at the back here to Chance. Chance taken down at the 33, fourth tackle. Thank you, Lagging Ball Sacks. Thank you, Lagging Ball Sacks. Thank you very much for your really defined comment there. That really makes me think, mate. Doesn't lead us up the Waz. Well, not playing too well right now, but at least they're leading and they're still going to win this game. And it will be Christian Tuipulotu who grabs his ball at 2. Well, this has been a really, really dreadful game for holding the ball, really. Let's go and just make sure our TVC live. Let's go click the... Oh, jeez. AFB runs for 60... Oh, I didn't do it in time, damn it. RTS is not looking too great for that prediction. Fourth tackle here for the Dragons at the 32. It's another penalty, Warriors. Wow, Dragons get another penalty. Warriors have been so ill-disciplined, man. Flows, this game sucks. Yeah, it's not been a fun game. It's not been a great one. But that is another penalty against the Warriors. And Tamati Martin's got his hand all over the ball. He is over the top of him. It's a penalty. The referee's going to make the call. All right, so Dragons now at the 45. They go off to Kyle Flanagan, and it'll be Jack DeBellin. Run there's 5:36 for the Warriors, 3:34 for the Dragons. We're in all sorts of mode, what Sasha says. Yeah, the Warriors, they're really struggling. But not for, like, the Dragons are incredible reasons. It's just the Warriors are struggling and the Dragons are struggling. Both teams are struggling here. And it will be Hame Sele taking down at the 25. Dragons now, Little out the back to Flanagan. Flanagan here to Ben Hunt. Ben Hunt, Sully, try time for Moses Sully on the left-hand side. And the Warriors are in all sorts at the moment, man. They are all over the place at the moment. The Warriors and the Dragons, with effectively their first attack of the game, have scored. Yeah, it is really poor, Sash, and you're right. It is really poor. But it is 4-6 here with the Dragons getting a kick to come. Dragons having a kick to come. Flanagan off to Ben Hunt. And this is just poor defense. I would say from Rocco Berry, to be fair. He just didn't make the tackle that was his. Flurry says Warriors are falling to Dragons substandard. It's just been an all-over-the-shop game, really. It's been an all-over-the-shop game. So Sully will score the try, and it will be 4-6 with a kick to come. Can we cancel this game already? No, at least it's close. At least it's not a blowout or anything like that. At least it's not a blowout. What's happening, Warriors? Please get your act together. They just keep giving away penalties. It's just so many penalties here that the Warriors are giving away. And this is reminding me of that Sharks game that they played in round 1. It's reminding me so much of that. Lomax here should be able to get this. All the Dragons games look like this, though. Well, that's what I was saying before, said Watson, is that the Dragons, they're a team that can really drag you into a shit game and then win from the shit game. Like, they just know... they just know how to bring you to their level. And it's just weird. And Lomax will miss the kick. Oh, no, he got it, did he? Has he got that? No, he's missed that. That's a typical Lomax kick. Will Shaw says, Sully looks tiny compared to the Manly version. Glad he has found his groove. Well, he's definitely not as large as he was at Manly. He's been much better here at the Dragons. You're not Thurston, mate. No, he obviously thinks he's got massive tickets on himself, but no, as per usual, Lomax will miss the kick, and it'll be 4-6 here, Warriors way. Jeez, Lomax. Don't worry, Sashin. I've said that many times. Don't worry. So the Warriors will kick this one off. You reckon Slick could crack it at second rower? Not with his play style, but I think he could play there with his body structure. And that's a weird kick there for the Warriors. And now with the Dragons bringing it out through Taxman, who gets taken down at the 20. How long till Drink gets shot in the blue jersey? He is well down the line at the moment, man. Well down the line. You've got one, Tedesco probably still gets it, but Mad shouldn't. You'd have Edwards above him. Then maybe it's Drinkwater or maybe it's Pappenhausen. Oh, Sloan taking out the 33rd tackle. Maybe. Am I missing anybody as well right now? 4th tackle now at the 45. And Blake Laurie now at the 45 on the Warriors side of the field, 5th tackle. Well, the Dragons seem to gain a little bit of momentum here. Turbo, nah, they're not putting Turbo or Latrell back to the fullback before those guys. And there'll be Tuivasa-Sheck grabs the ball here. And taking down the 25. Edwards of the line. No, Edwards will be second in line, I would say. I personally think Drinkwater, I would like to see him for Origin, but I do think Edwards is next in line. And then I'd say Drinkwater and then Pappenhausen, but it comes down to form for those two, but overall, you probably wouldn't see Drinkwater. Drinkwater's not necessarily an Origin-style player, to be fair. Edwards is an Origin-style player. I don't even think Pappenhausen's necessarily an Origin-style player. But we haven't seen him yet. I could easily be wrong in those regards. They're both very, very quality fullbacks. 5th tackle here for the Warriors there at the 45, Wade Egan. And Sean Johnson puts it up. No, let Drinkwater play Origin. It'll be so funny. Why? So the Dragons now, they'll get taken down at the 25, 2nd tackle. Got better defense than your fullback before you start making fun of him. Blake Carter says, where's the Eels fans saying Gutho? There's no way anyone would ever say Gutho besides the Eels fans. There's no way that you should ever be seeing Gutherson play fullback over the guys we've mentioned. Seb Watson says, aren't they talking about Edwards going on the wing like he did for Aussies? But he wasn't good at all. It was awful for the Aussies. It was awful for the Aussies. No way. When he was on the wing, that was just not his position at all. Alright, so Dragons again. They just booted down to the 5. And, oh, Marcelo Montoya's just lost the ball. The Dragons are going to score. Oh, they've lost the ball, but no advantage. Oh, Marcelo Montoya's just lost the ball coming off his own line. Warriors, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sam says, tell you what's funny, Cabbage. What team does your best Origin player play for? Queensland's best player. So Dragons get the ball here 10 metres out, or 12 metres out from the line. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Guys, hit that like button and subscribe. Queensland's best player. Who were you referring to? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Who are you referring to? Because Paddy Carrigan's pretty high up there. You've also got guys like Tino. You've got guys like Munster. Like, what are you referring to? Dragons here 5 metres out. And the Dragons now will be 4 metres out from the line, second tackle. Oh, you're talking about like Bronco. Oh, no, well, what's he done there? No, you can't just go down there. Second tackle here for 2 metres out. I'm about to roast you in a second, Sam. Third tackle here for the Dragons. They'll be taking down 5 metres out from the line. Yeah, Sam, you kind of messed up badly there. Dragons here, 10 metres out. They give it off here. Ben Hunt, Sloan, Ravalawa. Dosoviti, try time. Ravalawa with the try time. Dosoviti. Try time for the Dragons, and it's 8-6 for the kit to come. Warriors have been so poor in this game, man. So it says fullback wears nail polish and eyeliner now. That's funny, Gabish. I just don't understand why he's insulting. I just don't understand why he's insulting Drinkwater. Drinkwater's a phenomenal player. I want my refund on DWZ. Blake says, should have gone Monotalo, brother. Should have gone Monotalo. And that will be try time. So 8-6 here, the Dragons, the kit to come. Sam laughs at his jokes. Sam's a great dude, but he just kind of messed up there because he said, "What team does your best Origin player play for?" So that like is kind of referencing players from the Broncos in Origin, in regards to teams your best Origin player play for. Like that doesn't make sense. It's a little bit all over the shop. I know what you're trying to say, but the wording wasn't correct. But the Broncos are shit cabbage. Nate Chase says, Francois, you sound salty. St. Merge is going again. Francois is a Rabbitohs fan. So it's 8 minutes 40 to go here, the first half. But Lomax here from the wing. He's missed the last one, which was a lot easier. Can he get this one? We need a massive kick up at the arse at half time. That's exactly right, Sachin. You definitely do. You definitely do. Where is the guy that was comparing Dragons to Panthers and Man City? Yeah, that was a problem. That was a problem. Lomax will miss that kick again. Same old Lomax. Different day. Same old Lomax. Patrick Erickson says, just won the tickets to the game tomorrow. Let's go. Hopefully we can get up. Hopefully, Patrick. I'll see you there, mate. We'll be firing up. We will be firing up, baby. We will be firing up, baby. Francois Nafari says, look at my profile picture, 21. You've seen one of them. You've seen one of them. Rabbitohs fans, you can like honestly talk about the 21 years and try and talk shit is incredible, bro. It's incredible. It really is. All right, so the Warriors now will kick this ball off. Like, yeah, you've won more than the Titans, but at the end, Warwick Dragons letting that bounce was a bit weird. So Dragons get this ball here to the 15, first tackle. Where's Oya at? Oya is currently chirping in Zakynthos, mate. Oya's getting around this all the way in Zakynthos. In Greece. In Greece. Let's see, because Tina plays for Queensland. Tina does play for Queensland. He's a beautiful man. Beautiful man, the old Tino Fasuamulawi. Or, as Blocker says, Tino Fasuamui. Fasuamui. Ungus is Warriors next to score. Maybe. You'd hope so. Warriors have been pretty awful so far in this game. And they'll be fit tackle now at the halfway point through Jaden Sewer for the Dragons. 21 and 118 years. Is it 18? I think it's 117, isn't it? I could be wrong. Or 116, actually. I don't know if it's 118 yet. 1908, 2008. It'd be 16, yeah. Oh, well, 117 seasons, though. All right, so second tackle here for the Warriors. And good post-contact measures by Chance. It's probably been their best player today. And they go left-hand side off to Roger with a great run from Roger to Shek to the 45. Dragon street party in Greece with Oya. Mate, that is the place to be right now. He's got the barbecue firing. Jack to balance going straight there after the game. Same with Lomax. Sean Johnson off to Chance. Chance Newell Clockstad steps, taken down at the 25-foot tackle. Dragons fans love their barbecues, and Oya is firing it up in Zakynthos right now. So Johnson puts it up in the air. First little attack for a while, and Lomax grabs it at the 5. Coach says, we get that you would... What? Second tackle here, the Dragons. His insult still remains, Capish. You still got slapped by Sam. It's just that he worded it incorrectly, but he still slapped you. So third tackle here. From the point that he was making, Payne Haas is a New South Welshman is what he's saying. So the Dragons now will be taken out at 35. Don't worry about that. The Warriors are still ill-disciplined in this game. They'll give away another penalty. Lucas says, speak when spoken to, Gabe. Penalty to the Dragons here, and they're going to be at the 40. Hey, this is good. Do I want this as a Titans fan going into next week on Anzac Day? Do I want them to win or do I want them to lose? Because if they lose, they're going to come fired up, I reckon. All right, so the Dragons now, they've given away 4 penalties to the Warriors. Wow-wee. Dragons here, second tackle at the 20. They go left-hand side. Now back underneath the Laurie. Laurie at 12 metres out of the line, third tackle. And they go little left-hand side again. Kyle Flanagan. Will be 4 tackle now, 3 metres out. So once this doesn't go with the Titans. This has no impact on the Titans, bro. And it's going to be first tackle, 6 again here for the Dragons. The Warriors have been so ill-disciplined. Mate, I'm just talking. This has no impact on the Titans game whatsoever. Second tackle now, 8 metres out. If anything, it's a good thing because the Warriors they look very disjointed. And it will be Jaden Sewer taken down here at the 8 metres, third tackle. Is it at Auckland next week? Yeah, on Thursday. That's not a great play the ball. That's not a correct play the ball for the Dragons. 4 tackle here, 5 metres out. 4 tackle, 5 metres out here for the Dragons. Little at the back of Ben Hunt. Hunt! Try time for the Dragons. Warriors. I just got to shake my head at today's game, man. I just got to shake my head. Session said this is so embarrassing. There's a long way for you to turn this game around, bro, but I've got to shake my head at what we've seen in the first half. This is the worst look I've seen from the Warriors in a very long time. Because the Dragons haven't been anything special at all. Like, at all, the Warriors have just been, like, giving away penalty after penalty after penalty after 6 again after 6 again after 6 again. And then when they get the ball, they knock it on. This has been a bottom 4 Warriors side when I genuinely believe they're a top 4 team. But this has been all over the shop. I'm about to go 0 from 8 this week. I got the Storm game right last night, but I tipped the Warriors in this game. Well, there's a long way to go in this game, bro. It's only the first half. But it's... Warriors. How many penalties have there been? I think it was 4 that the Warriors have given up already. So usually you're looking at like 4, between 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is still a lot throughout a whole game. They've given up 4 in the first half. And that's not including 6 agains. We weren't great a lot last week as well. You were much better in the second half against Manly last week, so you got to hope for that in this game. You got to hope for that in this game. Flurry's a seriously bad vibe in this game. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird vibe here. A bit of a weird vibe in this game. So Lomax now will get his first kick of the game. He'll get his first kick of the game. So it is 14-6 here with 3 minutes to go here of the first half. There you go. Even Blaze's scoreboard is against us, is it really? Nah, it's updated now. Well, it hasn't given you the 2 points yet, but it's updated now. It's 4-2 penalties, 2-1 set infringement. There's been way more than 2 6-agains. Way more. Is that what it's saying? We need the next try. We can't go 4 tries unanswered. No, it's a long way to go. Long way to go. Alright, so it will be the Warriors who kick it off and the Dolphins through Ravalawa. And they'll get taken down here at the 25. Warriors, if they give away another penalty... Oh, that's a knock on. That's a lost ball. That's a lost ball. That's a lost ball. Disagree with that call. They didn't call it knock on, but it definitely was on mine. Alright, second tackle here at the 30. Webby needs to evaluate. Disagree. Too early in the season. Third tackle. You only get so many times you can scrum at your players before they just don't give a shit. And this isn't the game for them to do that. That's the stats. I think NRL... Well, the stats last week had Jimmy as 54 tackles and... Sorry, 55 tackles, no miss, and then updated. So I think they'll update that because there's definitely been more than just 2. Come on, Warriors, show some fight. Oh, yeah, they're not showing much right now. And there's a great run there by... Who is that number 17? I went to say Ben Masilla. It is Ben Masilla. Don't worry about that. So the Dragons now put that ball up. And will the Warriors catch it? They do through Chance. Again, I think Chance has been their best player so far. 2 minutes to go here the first half. Off to Wateni Zalesniak. And he'll get this ball at the 15. They look really demotivated. They look seriously demotivated right now, the Warriors. They just look really lethargic. It's not like they're tired, but it just looks like they don't... They're just not getting anything. They're not doing anything. Like, Dragons aren't giving away penalties, which is fair. Like, the Dragons haven't... I haven't seen a penalty so far from them, really. But, it's just been a lethargic here from the Warriors. And Sean Johnson on fifth tackle will just go with the basic kick. Kicks it down. It'll be an easy grab for Tyrell Sloan. And Sloan will get to the ball to the 30. But again, Barnett falls off the tackle. This is actually quite a lazy performance here. Lucas, it looks like we took the Dragons lightly. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because it just doesn't make sense how poor they've been. Third tackle now at the halfway point. And they go off to Moses Sully. Sully to the 35, fourth tackle. If they score again here before half-time, I'd probably put the nail in the coffin, really. Fifth tackle here at the 30. Not really, but, like, it would be a drastic... Oh, field goal from beyond 40. Lomax. I think he's got it. He just got it. That's a 2-point field goal from Lomax. That's a 2-point field goal. It's actually pretty impressive. That's actually pretty impressive there from Lomax. So 16-6 here with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So Lomax has kicked a 2-point field goal there. And it was actually pretty sweetly hit. Yeah, that is insult to injury. That is actually a pretty sweet hit there from... Yeah, that's a real nice kick. That's a real nice kick. Hit that well, to be fair. Yeah, you couldn't ask a much better of a kick than that, to be fair, Lucas. So I think that's half-time. Yep, it is half-time, and the score will be 16-6. But I will tell you, they have missed 2 kicks, so it realistically should have been 20-6. Which would have been 14 points. But instead, you're lucky, kind of Warriors. It's only a 10-point game right now. Anyone who's been watching the game, you're very well aware the Warriors have been just dreadful in so many effort areas in this game. They've been giving away penalties. They've been giving away 6 agains. They've been knocking the ball on. Their attack has been just awful, really. And defensively, it's also been quite awful. I can't think of a positive in this game for the Warriors besides Chancellor Klokstad, who has been throwing everything he can at the line. Besides that, they look lethargic, the Warriors. They look slow, they look disjointed, and they look all over the place. It seems like the Dragons effectively brought them into their shithouse game, and the Dragons know how to win their shithouse game. That's exactly what they've done here, and the Dragons are playing better than them. The Dragons haven't been spectacular by any means, but they've been better than the Warriors because at least they're doing whatever they're doing right now. It's yeah, it's it's really interesting. It's really weird. This game is really, really weird right now at our time. But at 16-6, long way to go, Warriors fans. Don't give up just yet. Obviously, don't give up just yet. But it's not looking the goods right now. It's not looking the goods. But at halftime, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's get up to the old feedy bum of likes. Supercoach can't be looking great. No, my Supercoach team wouldn't be doing too well right now. I've got RTS, I've got Tamati Martin, and I've got Adam Blake. And I'm spewing because Tamati Martin has a minus 59 break even. Well, that's going to go because he's on 5 right now. Roger Tuivasa Sheck is going to break even at 74. He's on 16 right now. And then you've got Adam Blake on 32, which you do take, but you just got to keep remembering that there's still a long way to go in this game. There is still a whole bucket load of time to go in this game, man. That's what you just got to keep on remembering. Nate says, Dragons are kings of the shithouse fight. Shifty as Dunny, right? They are shifty, mate. They just know how to grind it out in these kind of weird, in these really weird, like these, there's just a weird vibe about this game right now, man. Really, really weird vibe. Now, guys, obviously TVC Live in the pinned comment. Go into your halftime, tap your halftime bonus. Bing bong. Got my halftime bonus claimed. And let's see if there's Mitch Moses to be mentioned. Why would Mitch Moses be mentioned? Oh, well, okay. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know why someone just put that. Wise accidentally went to Cogger instead of Wollongong. Good one, K-Bish. Do you think the Warriors conceding penalties would be their biggest weakness? Because at the moment, that's what it sounds like. Of course it is. But there's a lot of weaknesses here for the Warriors in this game. Penalties, 6 agains, knock-ons. They haven't thrown a forward pass. That was the Dragons. And just disjointed attack and disjointed defense. The Warriors, to be fair, it shows that the Dragons aren't exactly that great because they're only up 16-6. Realistically, the Panthers probably would have 30 past them that first half, 40 past them. 30 to 40 past them, to be fair. And you're back out. So you can go check out what my score is on TVC Live right now. If you click the pin comment, you can go check out what my score is looking like. But yeah, the Warriors are just not the team that we've seen in recent weeks. But again, like last week, Manly led by 16 odd points, didn't they? And the Warriors came rocketing home. So this is only a 10-point deficit against a much weaker team. Even though the Dragons beat Manly, it's only a 10-point deficit. There is still plenty of time in this game to turn around. Like at halftime last week, I think it was 18-4 or something, wasn't it? Or was it 4, 8, 12, 14, 16? It was... Oh, sorry, it was 16-0 with 5 minutes to go in the first half, and that's when it all changed last week. Yeah, it was 16-0, and then it all changed from there. So it does show the Warriors can still turn this one around. Definitely. Brendan Esley getting around it. Will Shaw's Dragons drag you down to their level of beat with experience? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying before. That's exactly what I said before. You're right. Papa G says, hello, I'm new. Get around you, bruh. Woodard says, Warriors are getting robbed. Hey, Warriors fans? Nah, Warriors aren't getting robbed here. Their players are, I guess, robbing them of a win as we speak. But like you look at the stats, right? 50% possession each. Time of possession, 13 minutes 30 for the Warriors, 14 for 02 for the Dragons. The Warriors only scored 6 points when they had like 70% possession. That told you everything you needed to know. Completion rate is 80% for the Warriors, 91% for the Dragons. That's not good there for the Warriors. 91 runs to 90 for the Warriors. Dragons have run 26 more meters. The Dragons have had 14 more post-contact meters, 2 more line breaks, 5 more tackle breaks. Average set distance is actually in favour of the Warriors, which is quite surprising. The kick return meters is 100 to 64 in favour of the Warriors. The play the ball speed is actually faster for the Warriors than the Dragons. This is why I say to you guys, like, this Dragons team is just, ugh. It's just like an, ugh. It's like, yes, they're winning, but they're just, ugh. You look at these stats, and it's like, wow, how they're winning this game. But, like, they are. Warriors have 4 offloads to 2. Similar receipts. 6 more passes of the Dragons. Kicking-wise, it's definitely in favour of the Dragons there. But, yeah, missed tackles. 14 missed tackles to the Dragons. 19 for the Warriors. Ineffective tackles. More ineffective tackles of 6 to 4 in favour of the Dragons. Yeah, I just don't like the Dragons haven't been great either, but they're just winning because the Warriors have been just Ultimate Peace Lord says, which team is surprising the most so far in 2024? Good question. I'd probably say Manly. But then again, I did tip them for 9th, and they're in 8th right now. I'm not convinced on the Raiders at all. I'd probably say the Storm. I thought the Storm would drop down to around that 6-7 mark, but the Storm have still kicked on and they are still in first. And it's not like they haven't beaten any good teams. They haven't played the Panthers or anyone yet, but they've beaten the Warriors, who besides this game are pretty good. They beat the Roosters last night. Who else they beaten? They've beaten a good few teams. So although people are like, oh, Storm, that's a cop-out, it's not, because a lot of people predicted them. I was actually one of the few content creators who did not tip them out of the 8. So that is a surprise that they're in first right now. The only team that can go above them is obviously the Sharks, who play the Cowboys, and I do think the Sharks go above them. But they're the only team that can go above them this week. Saturn says, we're making it too easy for the Dragons. Correct. Troy Fitzsimmons says, I'm about to go pub watch the second half. Do you think it's just been a bad half and they'll bring it back? You'd hope so, man. I couldn't give you a guaranteed answer, obviously, but you'd hope so. You'd hope that they come out with a little bit more intensity in the second half, and for lack of a better word, look like they give a shit. Like it didn't really look. And I know the boy. I know my boys, and I'll translate it for you guys for your team. The Warriors boys do give a shit. They're not going out there with lack of care. Just like when people say the Titans don't care, I know them. I know these boys. I know they care, and that's what I defend. And I'll say that with the Warriors because, although it looks that way, I can guarantee right now they're trying their hardest, but unfortunately the game's just not going in their favour. So with the way the Warriors played last week, the first half, they weren't as bad as they have been here, but they can still turn around like they did last week in the second half. So you just got to think that way. Will Shaw says, could be a hangover from the 90-minute slogfest last week. Don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that, because the Titans had a 90-minute slogfest 5 days ago, and we're going to play tomorrow against your team, Mr. Shaw. Or is that why you've said that, you sneaky bastard? Troy Fitzsimmons says, Watani will score 2 tries in the second half. My favourite Warrior. Maybe. Like, he hasn't done anything. Blake Harler loves him. Toxic said, I thought the Warriors would be winning. I think everyone did, man. But anyone who watches this, if you're not watching the game, you probably think the Dragons are playing fantastic footy. Warriors are playing absolutely awful footy, but the Dragons deserve to be leading by as much as they are. They actually probably deserve to be leading by more, to be fair. That's how bad the Warriors have played defensively, attacking-wise. Like, that try from Ben Hunt should never have happened. Never have happened. Andrew Bagger says, do you think Sam Walker would help Roosters win that game last night, or do you think nothing was going to go Roosters' way? I thought the referee was in favour of the Roosters for more often than not, which is crazy that their fans have gone off their rocker on socials. And that's why the NRL's come out and said, we're going to look into this game referee-wise, but not for the Roosters, for the Storm, because there were 3 massive calls that went against the Storm in that game. But yeah, I think Sam Walker does help them to win last night. Yeah, I do. I think Sam Walker does bring a lot more stability into that spine. And Carey, for me, is past it. And I just don't think the Roosters' halves were it. I don't think it was it. Tell me one thing. Was it Sandon Smith in the 5'8"? If it was Sandon Smith in the 5'8", what did he do? I don't know if I mentioned his name. No, it wouldn't have been Sandon Smith. Who was it? Who was the 5'8" last night for the Roosters? Team list. It was Connor Watson. He didn't really do much. He's not a 5'8", though. He's a utility hooker. So he can play 5'8", but no. So yeah, I do think Sam Walker helps them out dramatically in that game. Personally, he's off contract at the end of 2025, I think it is. But I don't think the Roosters are going to let Keary and Walker go at the same time. Brendan Eslick says, Warriors tend to have better second halves. Myth of a comment, but it has been last week for sure, but myth of a comment. We see this a lot, and we call it a myth. I don't know what happened to the Rabbitohs. Hopefully they bounce back. Yeah, they've been poor. Slapper says, Robbo completely looked over the Teddy trip. It's fine to him. Yeah, the Teddy trip is a bin, absolutely. It's a bin, absolutely. I think it used to be a send-off at one stage, but it's definitely just a bin. The Dingo says, hey, just thought I'd pop in quickly and say good luck for tomorrow. Looking forward to it. But I admit I'm a little nervous. Yeah, look, obviously you would be nervous. We are your bogey team, to be fair. But we've had another shuffle up in our spine, which is like the 175th time this season, where Tanner Boyd comes back into the 7 because Phil Sami did fail his fitness test. So we're going to have Bremo back to the fullback, we'll have Fozza back to the 6, Tanner Boyd at the 7, and Chris Reynolds at the 9. Yeah, we're missing Jaden Campbell now. And we're obviously missing Tenafasa Malawi for the season that people forget about. So, yeah, it's it's a bit frustrating as a Titans because we can't get a solid spine going. We can't just get a same spine going every week, week in, week out. So it's really frustrating right now. But I hope we do win, man. I hope we get our first win of the season. The last 2 times we played Manly, we've actually beaten 13 plus both times. We beat 13 plus in Manly last year at Brookvale. After that Dolphins game, we won by 16 points. And then the year before that, we won by about 20 points at Seabus when we did play them. He's definitely good, but attacking-wise, not the best. But yeah, Robbo complaining last night was incredible. It was something else. Something else. Been indeed. What? But it is half time right now, guys. Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Don't forget we've got the Eels versus the Dolphins later on tonight as well. And then tomorrow we've got Entertain House covering the Titans versus Manly game for you here live on the channel. And so hopefully he does well. But yeah, he will be doing the Titans versus Manly game tomorrow. I don't know why. This game has sapped a lot of energy out of me in this first half, to be fair. It's sapped a real significant amount of energy out. This game has just been a little bit too... it's not been fantastic. And back as a T-strip, I was agreeing that it was a bin. Oh, it was definitely a bin. 100% a bin. That's the biggest complaint I'd say that Storm probably have. Oh, well, no. The Michael Jennings knock-on. And Michael Jennings knock-on was pretty significant. That led to a Roosters try and Joe Manu. Like, the Storm, it should never have been equal at 12-12. It shouldn't have been. Slappers, mate. Who's slappers, mate? Red Rooter for dinner, Blaze? No, I'm not too sure. No, I'm not too sure what I'll have for dinner tonight. I'll see. It's way too early to be talking about dinner, though. Way too early. We've still got 2-3 hours to stream. I won't finish until about 9:30 or so tonight, 9:40. And your background says Collins knock on, not called. A lot of calls not called, man. And that's why I was so surprised that the Roosters fans would blow up as much as they did, and Robbo obviously blew up as much as he did, because I personally believe that if the Storm had lost that game, I would have said the Storm were robbed based on the calls in that game. The Lindsay Collins knock on, the Michael Jennings knock on that led to a Joe Manu try, the no sin bin for Tedesco. Like, I'm not saying that the Storm didn't get beneficial calls. Like, both teams got beneficial calls, but the more significant beneficial calls definitely went in favour of the Roosters rather than the Storm. So that's why it was such a big surprise, to be honest. But, you know, Trent Robinson always will come out about that. And then, you have Roosters fans going, like, when I come out about it, they message me saying, oh, but weren't you complaining about a robbery last week for the Titans? And it's like, yeah, it was, and we had a legitimate reason to. The NRL actually apologised for a call that did rob us of a victory in that penalty. So, yeah, we had a legitimate reason to. So, and yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But the second half is about to get started here. The Dragons do come out to the field. Warriors are there as well. Obviously, smack that thumbs up button and subscribe. Since the 15th minute, 3 tries for the Dragons to 0 for the Warriors. 62% possession to the Dragons, 38% of the Warriors. 522 run meters to 303. 4 penalties to 0, and 17 missed tackles to 1. Yikes, Warriors. That is awful stats in that last 15. Slava says, Robbo has complained about the ref every loss this year so far. Robbo has complained about the ref every loss this year so far. Someone find the man. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that's why it's frustrating, right? Because you haven't seen Des Hasler come out and blame the referees. We've blamed our team. And when we legitimately had a concern, that's when he'll bring it up. And then we'll prove him right about it. So, yeah, when you complain every game, people get a little bit tired of it. And they don't listen to you. They don't respect what you have to say. You know, so that's why no one cares about what Ricky Stewart has to say anymore. The only reason people listen to Ricky Stewart is to hear what stupid thing he's going to say next so that we can, take the piss out of. But the second half has started. Thumbs up, subscribe. Dragons get this ball out of the 15th through Mikeli Ravalawa. Sachin Guns says, come on, lads, huge performance needed. Yeah, you just need to find a way to turn it around, because if my energy's been sapped out by this game so far, then the Warriors' energy it just needs to turn around. I don't know how, but the energy of this game has been dread. So third tackle now for the Dragons, and they'll get this ball to the 40. Jacob Little will go left-hand side to Blake Laurie. And Blake Laurie now to the halfway point for tackle. I just think that Tamati Martin hasn't really been doing a great delivery's job in regards to the floating around SJ, but SJ's not really done too much either. Ben Hunt as an efficient set. Ben Hunt kicks it up, and Dragons score a try. And Warriors, man, you're all over the shop. No, you're all over the shop, Warriors, right now. Zach Lomax scores a try to the post, and it's going to be 20-6 here with the kick to come. It's about to be 22-6 any moment now. That's a nice try there from Zach Lomax. He's having a good game here. Eels fans will be loving this. He's been on some good form this year, man. He's a wanker of a bloke, but in regards to his playing, he's been on some good form this year, the old Zach Lomax. Andrew Backhouse says, as a Queensland fan, do you think Lomax has a chance to make the New South Wales team? I don't know what the Queensland fan thing has to do with that, but yeah, who else has been better than him in regards to a winger? Because they'll have Tedesco, they'll have Trebojevic and Latrell as the centres. Lomax is too good in that situation. What is happening? Warriors just look like their energy is not there. Sorry, it does not look like they are here to play a game. I said this since they didn't score when they had all those repeat sets on the line. The Warriors just do not look like they've come to play in this game. He's been insane on the high ball this year. Yeah, well, that was too easy. Like, the Chancellor Clockstone, who's been the Warriors' best in this game, yeah, Andrew said, yeah, my best in the trash. Yeah, they're not winning -7.5 here, the Warriors. So, we should have listened to you on betting the opposite way. Sam says 2 from 6. Mate, at this point, I don't know if the Warriors boys score for you, let alone the Dragons. Richard Rikers is winning to rock up the arse. Look, as a Titans fan, man, like, I take a little bit of solace out of this because we play you on Thursday, but I think you'll be much better at home, obviously. But yeah, there's just disjointed here with the Wires for sure. So there you go, 22-6 here to the Dragons. They were like $3.50 underdogs. We're so low on confidence, no energy out there right now. Yeah. Yeah. Klookstad made a soft tackle on Hunt's try as well. Yeah, and... Oh, sorry, it wasn't Klookstad, it was Marcelo Montoya, which makes a lot more sense. Marcelo Montoya just waited for the ball, man. He didn't even try and go after that ball. He did not even try and go after the ball. Nate Jays' Wires robbing themselves. No, in regards to that try, Lomax deserved to get the ball, and Lomax deserved that try. He wanted it more than Marcelo Montoya. It's just as simple as that. Overall in this game, the Warriors have been their own worst enemies. But in regards to that try, absolutely, they're going to allow this to bounce. You just don't want to lose the momentum, Dragons. You know, the Dragons are susceptible to throwing it away, so you just don't want to lose that momentum. Just hold the ball, complete your sets, defend like normal, and you win this game well. You know, the Warriors just haven't turned up to play today. They just simply have not turned up to play today. So Jacob Little at the back there to Flanagan. Flanagan now to Jaden Sewer, and Sewer taking it down at the 30. Who do the Dragons play next week? Round 8. Oh, that's right. Anzac Day Roosters. I'm going to try and get back to be able to stream the Storm vs Rabbitohs game at night, guys, but I'm not sure. I'm going to tell the Dragons to go back. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get back from Mount Smart in time. But we'll see. I'll try and get back in time for it because the early game is the Wires versus Titans, obviously. So, fifth tackle now here for the Dragons at the 45. All you need to do is play just simple footy. Simple footy from here on out. You don't lose momentum because the Warriors can rocket them like a train, even though they're not at home. So, Watene Selesniak now at the 15, at the 5. He's going to run all the way across here, gets away from 1 and makes 3 metres. Tim Duncan says, up the Wires. They need your support right now, man. They do. Second tackle at the 25. Anzac Day, brother. I'll be going. Oh, yeah, Dragons, Roosters, Anzac Day. Yeah, I'll be there too. I'm so excited, though, man. Like, again, to say it, just on repeat, I've never been to New Zealand. And for my first New Zealand trip to be on Anzac Day, when the Titans are playing the Warriors, like, gee whiz, man. What a time to be alive. Such a special moment, man. So right hand side is Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson puts that ball up. And Tyrell Sloan underneath. He's going to let it... No, he grabbed it. Wow. Wow. And Sloan will be taken down now at the 15. I smell a comeback, Tim Duncan says. I smell that you haven't watched this game. If you're smelling a comeback right now, you haven't been watching this game. If the comeback happened, it's not because you've been watching the game. It's just because you're a Warriors fan. Because they haven't proven anything right now. They haven't proven any kind of comeback at the moment. Toby Stevens and Zach Lomax has to be in the Blues jersey this year. It's not even a debate at this point. Yeah, no, absolutely. He's been on form. Again, wanker of a bloke, but as a player, he's a solid player. And I never ever said that he wasn't a solid player. He's a shit kicker over conversions. I can tell you that for free. And again, wanker of a bloke, but in regards to knock on, That's a knock on. Oh, they're saying 6 again here to the Dragons. That's 6 again to the Dragons for 45. Warriors, yikes. That's awesome, mate. Anzac Day games go off. Have I been in an Anzac Day game? I don't know if I've ever been there, because usually it's Storm versus... like, Titans played the Warriors in New Zealand on Anzac Day. 6 again for the Dragons. Warriors fans, close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. I don't think I've been on an Anzac Day game. Unless it's been one on the Gold Coast or something like that. Or Brisbane. I don't think so. Second tackle here at the 25. Because I wasn't there in New Zealand when we took him on in 2017, 2016, or whatever it was in New Zealand. Third tackle of the Dragons, 15 metres out. Uncle's up the Super Rugby Hurricanes. Now come on the Warriors. Yeah, I definitely wasn't a Hurricanes fan that day, mate. Fourth tackle here for the Dragons. They're 10 metres out. Fatima says this game has sucked the energy out of me. It sucked the energy out of everyone, man. And it will be Flanagan taking it at the 5. Good tackle there by Rockerberry. Good tackle by Rockerberry. Nah, it's not a 6 again. He's faked that. Out the back now to Ben Hunt. Hunt puts that ball up. And it goes to Marcelo Montoya with the bounce. But no one from the Warriors is jumping for the ball. I'm telling you, there is no energy. This is just pure lethargic play from the Warriors. It's really poor stuff. It's really poor stuff. Rocco Berry now to the 23rd tackle. Like, look, they've made, like, what, 7 metres in 3 tackles? Nate's special round, man. You feel the passion big time on Anzac Day in the beers. Well, I don't do the beer. I'll have the beers at night, maybe. Well, I'm happy to drink after games. But obviously, I've got a job to do with my vlogs and stuff. And I've got a bit of responsibility and accountability during the game. So, I don't drink until after a game. So, the Tyrell Sloan now will get this ball here at the 5. And he'll get taken. Oh, he nearly got away, taking that at the 10. Okay, Warriors, you need to focus up on D here and keep him down here. SJ is locking into putting the Wires out of their misery. Good one, Cabish. Sasha Kelly says, this is Shades 2022, this performance. 2022? Oh, no, that's overreaction. That's an overreaction. Third tackle here, Dragons at the 25. Need 2 ups on the field after the games. 2 ups on the field. 4 tackle. To be fair, usually I'm streaming. Well, actually, is there usually 3 games? I thought it was always Roosters, Dragons, and then, well, for the last 5 or so years, Roosters, Dragons, and Storm versus Warriors. But this year there's 3 games. Oh, that's right, because they've split the Warriors and Storm, and the Storm demanded they still get their Anzac Day game, whatever. So Chance Newell Glockstad gets his ball to 35. So people who don't know, the reason why the Warriors and Storm game is split up is because that's a penalty to the Warriors. Okay, don't let this momentum switch. The reason why the Storm Warriors game was split was because the Warriors were like, we want to have a home game on Anzac Day ourselves. Like, we deserve it. You know, we're part of this Anzac, Australia, New Zealand, Army Corps. We deserve a game at home. And the Melbourne Storm said no. So the Storm now, they get a home game, and the Warriors get a home game. And the last time the Warriors had a home game outside of the Storm, or the last time the Warriors had the Anzac Day game, I think it was against us. Right-hand side, first tackle, Adam Fanua-Blake. He's 15 metres out from the line. 15 metres out. They go right-hand side, Tohu Harris. Harris in the back of Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson here too. Nickel Klokstad. Rockerberry. Third tackle now. 5 metres out. Score a try. Please make it a close one. Let's have something here. Let's have something. Charles Nickel Klokstad. Sean Johnson to Tohu Harris to Muddy Martin. Gives it off here to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Roger. Still going. Getting away from tackles galore. Geez, Supercoach, we're loving that. 4 tackle now. 8 metres out. 30 minutes to go in the game, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. Wade Egan to Mitchell Barnett. That should be 6 again. They haven't called it, though. 3 metres out. And to Muddy Martin. Sean Johnson kicks it through. Awful kick, man. And that is much of what we've seen today. That is much of what we look at. The Warriors on this opposite side. And look, they've just been gapped. Moses Sully at the 40, at the 50, at the 40. I called that a mile away. I was literally complaining about it before the Dragons even got to the 20, that the Warriors had no one on this side, and then they just got gapped. 0 tackle now. Kyle Flanagan to Eisenhuth. They're 35 metres out from the Warriors line. Blake Hunt says, where's the chase? This is what I'm saying. You could see that a mile away, that gap just opening up on that left-hand side just then. Sewer at the 25. And taking back to the 30, second tackle. Wasn't there a Manly vs Tigers coming down that day that one time? I would have absolutely no idea. Flanagan off to Hunt. Hunt over the top here, and that was actually a pretty good play. Ravalawa needs to come inside. Does come inside. Ravalawa's still going here. Pass the ball because there's about 8 players of the Warriors in the one area. There's still 3 tackles left here, man. Third tackle here for the Dragons. They're 10 metres out. Ben Hunt, they've gone 80 metres and 3 tackles. Look at how easy this is. They're 5 metres out, 4 tackle. Or he would be half toasted by now. I thought he might have stopped by. Yeah, maybe. Ben Hunt kicks it through. Drop out coming up. And you like that for the Warriors because you go with the short drop out for sure. When was the last time a team got 2 draws finished in 2 weeks straight? Mate, if I'm a Warriors fan right now, Uncle, what I'm thinking is I don't want to lose this game by as much as it's looking like I'm going to lose by. The draw is looking at the equation, and if I'm thinking that highly, I may as well think about a win. Because it is 18 points. Why would you be thinking about 16 points? That would make no sense. It would be the same score 2 weeks in a row. But it's not going to happen. So, like, if you're going to cheer for something, why cheer for a draw? Cheer for a win. Because it's only 2 points the difference. It's literally just 2 points of difference. That won't even go to 10. Or that might go... That's going to be a penalty. Oh, Warriors. Warriors. They've given away a penalty in front of the post. Go for the 2, Dragons. Go for the 2. This is just sad as for me, as a Warriors fan. I thought this was our year. Mate, this is one game, bro. Settle down. Settle down, bro. It's one game. You're still 7th place. You'll probably drop out of the 8 this week, but there's legitimately like 24 games to go. Oh, sorry, 22. There's plenty of games to go, bro. It's so many. Dasher, appreciate you for the $1 donation. Get around you, Dasher. What just happened with the penalty? I actually don't know why... Oh, no, sorry. It's a penalty if the player touches it inside the 10. It's only a play the ball if it doesn't go 10. Do you know what I'm saying? So if a player doesn't touch it and doesn't go 10, it's just a play the ball in front. But if a player touches it, it's still a penalty. And that goes for both teams. Christian Kansas Dragons have been weirdly good in some games this year, but also awful at the same time. They've been made to look phenomenal here by the Warriors, to be honest with you. They haven't even looked phenomenal here, but they've been made to look quality in this game. That's how bad. The Warriors have been, like, bad in this game. It was going to 10. I agree, Sunder. I think it was as well. And the Dragons now to make it an 18-point game. It's 24-6 here with 27 minutes to go in the game. RTS still not caught up with the league rules. Yeah. Apopha says, hey mate, it wasn't a fun bet like we did last year. Bet something fun for the Eels vs Dolphins. You get 50. Elsie. Oh, okay. Bet something fun for the Eels vs Dolphins. You get 50. Else you get 25. Oh, so are you saying like if I just say like a try scorer? Is that what you're saying? So if I guess a try scorer and it comes through, I get 50. Is that what you're saying? Can't remember. Uncle says, nice kick, Dragons. It was right in front, Uncle. It was literally right in front, 10 metres out. So, of course, it was a nice kick, mate. If that is the case, Apophis, my prediction for the next game, I will go probably an Eels try here. And, yeah, you got something correct. You get 50, otherwise got to support channel 25. Hey, listen, I'll take it. I will say try scorer... Joey Lusson's been scoring a lot lately, but I will go with... I'll go Sean Russell. Yeah, I'll go Sean Russell for a try for the Parramatta Eels. Hopefully that's a better game than this one. Hopefully that's a better game than whatever this game has been so far. So second tackle now for the Dragons. Tommy Eisenhout to the 25. Also, Pete Lord says, imagine if he missed right in front. There's been players who've done it. Darren Lockyer's done it. Kieran Foran's done it. There's been plenty of players who've done it. Latrell Mitchell last year did it. It's definitely happened. So Blake Laurie now taken down at the 40. Fit tackle. Jacob Little off to Ben Hunt. I hope Parramatta and Darwin don't have a great record on Darwin. Bro, you were just telling me before that you're going to win 13 plus, and now you're giving me some spiel about we don't have a great record on Darwin. Also, you're 6-3 in Darwin. You've won 6 and lost 3. Who put it under the crossbar? I think that was Foz at the Dogs. Honestly, Dragons might be up this year. They're beating big names, and Lomax is performing like an Origin wing. I don't think they'll make the 8, but they would be close. Yeah, I disagree on a long-term basis. They've been way too inconsistent to say that. Way too inconsistent. They still lost 38-0 to the Dolphins. They've got a long way to prove themselves still. Adam Fanua-Blake. Great run to the 35, to be fair. Fit tackle. Didn't Sean Johnson miss a near and front kick last week? Someone did. Yes, there was definitely someone last week. I can't remember. This game has sapped so much energy out of my system. This game has sapped an enormous amount of energy out of my system. Dragons now taken down, second tackle at the 10. That was Appy. Oh, yeah, it was Appy. He hit the post, didn't he? Didn't he hit the post? It wasn't right in front there, was it? It was a little bit to the left, wasn't it? So, third tackle, Zach Lomax gets the ball to the 20. No, he offloads it. Sloan, fourth tackle at 25. Like, technically, it's only 18 points. Like, the Warriors could still come back. They just haven't shown anything to give us any reason to believe that. Fourth tackle to Ben Hunt. And into the corner, he kicks it where it will be Marcelo Montoya. Blake is regretting bringing in Watin Lesniak, and it is a penalty to the Warriors. At the 40, it's a downtown. At the 35, this is a big call here. If the Warriors score here, there is a chance, because it would only be a 12-point game. SJ hit the post. Was that the one right in front? I know Appy missed an easy one. You're not wrong at all right now. Well, there's a chance right now, Blake. If the Warriors can score this set, they've got a penalty. They're going to be 20 metres out. Or they might even be 10 metres out, to be fair. Like, the Dragons are still susceptible of throwing this game away, bro. The Warriors have proven nothing to say that will happen, but I just know this Dragons team. So, if they can defend this, it's game over. If the Warriors score here, it's game on. What was that pen for? That pen was for downtown, so the players were in front of the kicker at the kick. So, left-hand side will be Tamati Martin. They give it off to Tuivasa Sheck. And Tuivasa Sheck taken at the 15. Watch Marzi come out and score a double or something. For the Knights, when's that game? Oh, nice Bulldogs. Tomorrow, chance to clock stand. 3 metres out from the line, third tackle. Rocco Berry. I don't know what that was. Berry's not been great today for me. Fourth tackle. 3 metres out. Off to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson, short ball to Mitch Barnett. This weird small play to Barnett is so weird. It's never working. I don't understand what they keep doing. Sean Johnson. Oh, bro, that's awful. Oh, the Warriors have been just awful today, man. That, like, why? I just don't know, man. SJ has been dreadful today. Logan Ball says, don't you reckon Dogs being on minus 7-point difference this year is good? For the Dogs, yeah. Yeah. If I don't win more than half tips, I'm hanging the boots up. Well, right now it's not looking fantastically likely. And Little's away. Oh, he had a nice running Zach Lomax there, but he couldn't find him. Look at how lethargic the Warriors are, bro. Look at how... Oh, but they're going to get the ball. Dalmas and Lesniak will get the ball. They're saying it's knocked back. So they'll go left-hand side now to Jackson forward. And they'll get the ball to the 35. I thought the Warriors would win this pretty comfortably. Everyone did. 20 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Penalty to the Warriors. Check out TPC Live if you have not already in the pinned comment. Footy God's given SJ karma for last week. Jeez, what a rough thing to say. So, Warriors now, they're 45 out. You have to score like now, Warriors, to prove anything. Tamati Martin gives it off and they'll be taking down 40 metres out. Wade Egan coming in. That should be a 6 again, really, but they haven't called it. Tohu Harris at the 30, second tackle. Out to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson again. They're going the same repetitive plays that haven't worked so far. Third tackle at 23. Adjust the plan, Warriors. Adjust the plan. Adam Fanua-Blake to Tamati Martin. Tamati Martin steps on the inside. He'll be 10 metres out. Fourth tackle. please adjust the game plan and you will score. Sure, we have a good chance. Oh, SJ, man. Oh, man. SJ, fit tackle to me is out. Wade Egan, Sean Johnson, kicks it across here. Watini Lesniak. I don't even know what's just happened there. It's going to be a dropout, but... Oof. Why do they keep going to the right-hand side, the Warriors? What have they seen here? Obviously, it's a plan to try and... Yeah, Silly Good just caught that as well, by the way. Onya Oya. 12-20. G'day from Sakitos and Greece Dragons. There's still hope. I guess, yeah. But you're winning right now, which is great. This is good. Definitely much better than whatever the Warriors have put on today. Get around your Oya over there in Zigindros in Greece. So, Sean Johnson now will get this ball to 45. They go for the big kick there, the Dragons, and Mitchell Barnett to the 30. Your first tackle. Warriors, you have to score on this attacking possession. Whether you get another dropout or not, just this attacking possession. Adam Fanua-Blake, strong run to the 20. Strong run to the 20 here. Wade Egan, Tohu Harris. Oh, this short passing game is absurd from the Warriors. Third tackle now. 9 metres out from the line. Third tackle. Wade Egan gives it off to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson, Adam Fanua-Blake. He's the only one who looks dangerous right now, Adam Fanua-Blake. He's taking down 5 metres out. Fourth tackle. Wade Egan out the back to Sean Johnson. Oh, Johnson's been awful. Dragons are away. Tyrell Sloan at the 30. At the 40, at the 50. Watini Lesniak is going to miss the tackle. The Warriors have been awful. The Warriors have been dreadful. I will nearly put my hands up and say the Warriors have been a wooden spoon team today. And I support a team that's currently sitting in last place. And I can tell you right now, this has been one of the most pathetic performances I've seen of the year. Like, Warriors, this has been dreadful. You are so much better than this. The Warriors are a top 4 team in my personal opinion. They've come into this game thinking they've won it. That was pathetic. That try right there summed up everything. Wade Egan passes it to Sean Johnson. Johnson just drops the ball. Ben Hunt grabs it. Not a single player besides Watini Lesniak actually chases this ball back. Like, I'm sorry, that's Marcelo Montoya. He's not running his hardest. Marcelo Montoya's not running his hardest. It's just disappointing here from the Warriors. Really, really disappointing stuff from the Warriors. Oh. Like, if there was a worst player of the game award, it would probably go to SJ. So this is the worst performance of the season by any team. Oh, I don't know. The Titans have had some pretty poor performances, bro, but this one's been bad. With the expectations of the Warriors, man, like, they have been just dreadful since that 10th minute. Then it says, I'm so sorry I had to witness this embarrassment. What? And they want a second team. I would love a Christchurch team, bro. I really would. I would love it. But then again, I think that's just selfish for the travelling reasons, but... Like, Dragons fans, you definitely be happy with this. There's nothing that you've done wrong. You've done nothing wrong here. But I will say the Warriors have really gifted you whatever this is. Like, Chalky says some COVID-era Warriors at the moment. That's the thing. Like, I'm not even in... Like, the Warriors fans would be agreeing with me in regards to this game if you're watching it. Toby Stevens says, the Warriors are playing so bad all the Dragons have to do is play ice-up footy. Honestly, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, the Rabbitohs already got bye points, but it would be so funny if the Titans beat Manly tomorrow. It would be so funny because Rabbitohs fans are celebrating being off the bottom of the table. But if we win tomorrow, they go back to the bottom of the table. And they will kick it on through. So, 30-6 here to the Dragons with 16 minutes to go. I think that they need a performance like this to come good. Absurd statement. Absurd. Blake Hull says, was robbed. Robbed us all of 64 minutes at the moment of our lives. I'm sorry, Warriors fans. I wish I wasn't saying stuff like this, you know? Like, I really do. I really wish I wasn't saying, like, you know, how poor this has been and not giving the team so much love, but it's just been that poor. It really has been. This is a fake score, right? How it does, mate, is the Warriors have been worse than Dogs 2021 at this point. Like, it's not been great. And I genuinely, they're so much better of a team than this. They could come out and absolutely whoop my team next week. I'll be there. But right now, like, this has been one of the worst points of the Warriors in years. Why is Capewell kicking? The fact that Capewell is playing and I haven't said his name once in this game should tell you a lot. Forward tackle now for the Dragons. DeBellin gives it off here to Flanagan. Flanagan here to Jaden Stewart at the 40. If Puppy's hip drop was a $7.55, that should be $1. I don't even know what the report was for. And I think that's a knock on by the Dragons. First Warriors. Okay, well, that's going to be Dragons ball here. Deary me. Raz Wobblers for watching this game. So 15 minutes to go. The Warriors will challenge. You may as well, but I'm pretty certain it's a knock on Warriors first. Nate Chase, Ben Hunt pulled a Bob Backlund. I don't know what that means, but no, that's a knock on Dragons first, I think, actually. So I think this is a knock on here from Lomax. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is just a Muscle Montoya. I agree, Reese 77. We've been absolutely disgusting, yeah. Arena Emery's has come on wise, only 4 tries, stop looking Dragon Balls. Unfortunately, I didn't think there was a guarantee there, but they said Lomax dropped the ball first, so it will be a successful challenge. Arena, I honestly can't see a world that the Warriors come back in this game. I think now it's all about just keeping it respectful in regards to the score. A Lockie Livingston's Dragons 2024 Premiers. They're still not even making the 8, but like you'd be happy with this win for sure. But the team you've been playing have been worse than they've been. I haven't seen the Warriors play this bad in years. I don't think Lomax touched it. I don't agree. Yeah, I don't think so either, Toby. I think it just kind of came down with it. I knew that was coming, Joe. I didn't think he did. I don't think it came down unless I'm all over the place. This is are Warriors known for their comebacks? No, that's what I was saying before. It's a myth. They had a good comeback last week, but you know what's crazy? The Titans, with how bad we are, we've actually turned into a bit of a second half team. We're not winning the games, but we're actually scoring and doing better in the second half, which is completely the opposite to the recent years for this club. Sean Johnson will kick this ball across into the corner. Rocco Berry, knock on. Rocco Berry, knock on. And it'll be Dragons ball here at the 20. This game has been just dreadful. But please just give us a good game in the next one. Sasha Kelvin says score's too far gone, especially with how we're playing. Yeah, again, the score is not 4 tries in 13 minutes is probably out of the equation. Like, technically it's not, but it probably is. That's too much. But the Warriors haven't proven anything in regards to making any kind of comeback in this game. There's no way from how tired they've looked that they'll look less tired in the last 13 minutes here. There's no plan up there. Wrong session. There has been a plan. They haven't adjusted the plan. It's been really, really poor from, that's a knock on there from the Dragons. It's been really, really poor from the Warriors that they haven't adjusted their plan throughout the game. Francois Nafari says 30-6 and he's saying dead. That's really funny coming from a Rabbitohs fan, considering that you got beaten by this Warriors team 2 weeks ago by a score of 34-4. So I'm not really too sure why you're coming in here talking shit to the Warriors fans here, Francois, because your team is 1 below them and also 2 got flogged by them a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, really confusing. So second tackle now for the Warriors, and that'll be third tackle, 25 metres out. Reese 77 says hopefully this loss was needed to wake us up. Hopefully not, because we play you next week. Hopefully not. Hopefully you wake up after next week's loss. How about that? And the Warriors go left hand side down for Fanua Blake. And Fanua Blake will get this ball out the back here to Tom Ale. And it'll be 5 metres out on the line. Wade Egan gets it out to Sean Johnson. Short ball, Rocco Berry. That was actually a really good tackle there by Flanagan. That was a nice tackle by Flanagan. Considering how poor he started off the game, he really did come into his own throughout that after that 20th minute. Toby Stevens and Sean Johnson retire. People are so reactive, man. Like, last week, it was a big reason they came back, and now people seem to have one awful game, and they say, like, what? This is what I say. It's very obvious what the game plan here was for the Warriors, right? The game plan was to run into the line and get a real quick short ball to Mitchell Barnett, or that's a knock-on from Ravalawa. Yep, so it's Warriors ball at 10. The game plan was so obvious from the Warriors, and they have not adjusted it throughout the entirety of the game. It's so bad. It's so sad. Usually you'll see spine players and halves and all these guys and captains adjust the plan, but the same plan has been repetitive and nothing has come from it. So why are you still playing it? It's in my dreams now, but by September it'll be my reality, Francois. Hey, listen, it's a shout. They're the only team that right now is really kind of holding us away from it. Rocco Berry taken down now, 5 metres out from the line. I think SJ's injured. I just don't think he's been great in this game. That's a 6 again. Yep, that's a 6 again there for the Warriors. Watani Lesniak, Blake Harless still spewing. They're 1 metre out here from the line on first tackle. 10 minutes to go in the game, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Johnson, Toll Harris. That was pretty poor defense. Oh, that's going to be great cover defense late. That is great cover defense late from the Dragons right onto the line, because that should have been a guaranteed try for the Warriors. But great cover defense late. Tamati Martin off to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and the Warriors are all over the shop. Third tackle now, 15 minutes out. Troy Fitzsimmons says, I was about to lose my ship, but yes, one game will come back next week. No, you won't. 2 weeks, please. Please, Warriors, please. Come back in 2 weeks. Come back in 2 weeks. Francois, you're lucky that we're dealing with injuries, otherwise we wouldn't be in that place to begin with. Oh, shut up, man. Everyone gets injuries, bro. Right-hand side, Rocket Berry with Team Celestia. Blake Harler! Oh! Has he scored this? Shut up, man. Now look at the injuries we've got. And try time here for the Warriors. Blake. Arena and Reese's, here it comes. If you win this, it'll be possibly the most impressive comeback of all time. It would be the most impressive comeback of all time if you won this one here. But Watani Lesniak in the corner. I think he scored it. It's amazing that he scored it. Rocco Berry should have gone more into the line, in my opinion. I think he has. It's either that he's short. He hasn't lost it. It's either that he's short or... that's out. Oh, no! That's in. I reckon that's in. I think that's grass before the line. I'm pretty certain this is a try. Yeah, try confirmed. That's an impressive try from Watani Lesniak. That's amazing put down. All right. Blake Harler, you got something. 9 minutes to go here. It's 3-10. They have to get the kick here from the sideline. You literally cannot get closer to the sideline than this. So 5 tries in 4 games for Dallin. He's been really, really good since going to the Wars. So Sean Johnson from the wing. You cannot get closer than this. Great try at the second best between the now, brother. Sean Johnson will get the kick. Okay. You've only got to get 3 more converted tries in 8.5 minutes. I will say this. You come back in this game, it is the most impressive comeback of all time. Blake Carter says, I come back with my tacos and see a replay of him scoring. No way. Yeah, it's an impressive try. Where's my tacos, Blake, you know? Where's my tacos? It's very, very rude of you. Very, very rude. Oh, where's mine? You know? Brendan says, Watani Lesniak does know how to finesse a try. Yeah, but that was really impressive. Like, we see some impressive tries from Watani, but that was really impressive. Okay, so Arena Emery keeps saying Zelensky. Zelensky is the president of Ukraine, so I don't know why you keep yelling out Zelensky. It's Watani Lesniak, not whatever his name is, Zelensky. So 8.5 minutes to go here. Warriors, 3 converted tries. Is it too much? And bang. Yeah, a little bit of a break, Jay. Don't say it too early, though, because there could be massive challenges. Could be challenges, so we're going to hope that... I might have a little bit of a cheeky little break. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't get many of those around here, Jay. Toll Harris, Tamati Martin gets away from one, gets away from another. Taken down to the 40. Blake, important question. Soft taco or hard taco? Depends on the night, mate. You know? Depends on how he's feeling. It's Friday night. You know? Get a bit of hard taco in here. Left hand side. Fit tackle there for the Warriors. You have to pretty much score every set. Sean Johnson at the 35, and he'll put that ball up into the air. What team's losing that? Chasing. It's bouncing. It's Warriors' ball. It's going backwards. It's 6 again. Okay, well, okay, you're going to score right now, Warriors. This would be the biggest get out of jail I've ever seen if they won this game. If they won this game, I would nearly fold the Dragons. There's no way the Dragons deserve to lose this game. There's no way the Warriors deserve to win this game. Second tackle here, 4 metres out. Wade Egan. Oh, okay. And that sums everything up for me. And that right there sums everything I need to know up about the Warriors today. Oh, they call it a penalty here. Oh, they're saying knock on. They're saying knock on Warriors. That tells me everything you need to know. So it will be Dragons ball here at the 10. Drop ball here at the 10. Ah, my boy Will Zill. My boy Zilly. He's going to the game tomorrow. Oh, I love Zilly. Zilly just messaged me he's at the game tomorrow. That's good. That's awesome. I haven't seen Zilly in ages. I love that, man. He's my goat. Will Zillman's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Him and Foran have the same character. Kieran and Will both have the same character, man. They're just beautiful souls, man. Truly. Nate Chase has got me multi up. Pulled out $50. Thanks for coming, son. No, you pulled out $45 and you give me $5. You know the rules, mate. You know the rules, mate. Imagine pushing that for $5. The penalty of the Dragons. Imagine pushing for $5. I'd rather. Okay. No, Reason's Love is coming out. Don't forget, guys, in 20 minutes' time, we'll be going live for the next game, which is the Parramatta Squeals. Parramatta Squeals taking on the Dolphin. The Squeal was the Hopefully that game is a lot better than whatever this was. Olivia says, what is going on with the Wars? Oh. I could give you a 20,000 word essay on that from this game. Manifest, Rocco, and Flano in, and we'll be rocking. Sam, there's 5 minutes to go here, mate. You've done well, though. It's good to get 4 try. I don't know why you predicted Flano, but you've done well to get 4 try scorers. I mean, slapper. Oh, Lomax, try time. Oh, no, forward pass, they called. No, it is a try. Oh, no, it's a forward pass. Yeah. That's crazy that they've called that forward. It's a forward pass, but that's crazy. That should have been... You would have been spewing if that was Flanagan who scored that, Sam. And they called it back for forward. Awful defense. That was great run through. Yeah, it's sad that he's done it forward because he didn't need to. Also, Blaze, I enjoyed Clarkie's reaction to Slapper. Yeah, Slapper, did you listen to it back? Obviously, we muted it. We put the beep over here, but... 3 tries, Warriors can still do this. Arena, the Warriors would need to score 1 try every minute 10. Rocco Berry, though, he's at the 30. Good run by Rocco. Gives it off here to, Tom Ali, is it? No, Adam Pompey. No, who is that? I don't know. And it'll be Roger. Second tackle. Let's give a look at some Supercoach scores here. They're still in their own 35. Hey, Roger's got to 38. I'll take that considering. Tamati Martin with a 20 is a bit disappointing. At least Adam Fanor Blake won't be losing money, but I'm not trading him anyway. Last try wins. We're still in the lead. That's how it works, mate. That's how it works. Good offload there by Adam Fanor Blake to Chance. I would love a try to Tamati Martin for my Supercoach because he's been nothing in. Adam Fanor Blake, good run. He's been doing some solid stuff for Supercoach. He's probably been their best player. And it will be Sean Johnson who whacks that ball up. They need to do something here, the Warriors. And not a single player tried to jump up for it. Just poor. Don't sleep on the Wah-Wah-Wahs. Wah-Wah-Wee-Wahs. I think I'm going to sleep on the Wah-Wah-Wee-Wahs arena. They now have to score once every minute of this game. And they need to convert all 3 of those tries. So I'm probably going to take a nap. I'm probably going to sleep. And I'm probably just... Oh, that's a penalty. That's just a penalty, Rockaberry. That's just... What was Rocco Berry thinking? Like, that's hilarious. I got Dragons 13 plus, but after the DWZ try, I took the Fetty bomb. Well, they're not going to get Fetty. They need to score 4 times. Yeah, I did. He didn't look impressed. Oh, no, he found it funny, bro. He was fine. So, first tackle in with the Dragons at the 45. Right-hand side to Berlin. And he'll be taking it at 35. Second tackle. No, I mean Fetty Fetty Bucks. Oh, I thought we were talking about Fetty. Well, you said Fetty Bomb. You said the Fetty Bomb, man. You made us confused. You confused us. You said Fetty Bomb. I know what a Fetty Bomb is. You're lucky that the Dragons are on 30 because you would have been timed out for saying that too, to be fair. Kick it underneath here, and it's going to be a 7 tackle set the Mundos for the Warriors. 2 minutes to go here. 2 minutes to go. Fun game. Fun. Tamani Martin gives up to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Tuivasa-Sheck gets off Ben Hunt. Hey, at least he got a tackle break there. Go you, good super coach thing. 3 wins and 3 losses now for the Warriors. And they'll be taken down at the 45, first tackle. Tamani Martin, Anthony Blake, or... Oh, big hit. 6 tries in the next game, let's see. Well, there's the chance in that one. I think there's more chance in that one. Third tackle now at the 35. Adam Blake has been definitely the Warriors' best today. Oh, this short play ball. This short ball is just insane, man. Get over it. It's off. They've got an offload, though. Tamani Martin. Tamani Martin steps taking 15 metres out. 4 tackle. Oh, Sam, if Rockaberry scores, you're going to be depressed, bro, because it'll be 1 try scorer off. Adam Blake, again, short ball in the line. It's obviously been their game plan. It just hasn't worked. This is it. Wade Egan. Egan to Chance. What is happening? What's happening? Pass the ball, Roach. He throws it back. That was just... the Dragons going to score again, nearly. The Dragons, Tyrell Sloan. Oh, Warriors, bro. That is an appropriate way for this game to end. It is an appropriate way for this game to end. That was... I don't know what this Roach dude was doing, but... Well, 15 seconds left to go here in the game, guys. 15 seconds left. And there we go. The game is over. Yeah, Jesus, thankfully it's over. It is over. The Dragons win 30-12. I just can't... I can't put into words how bad the Warriors were today. Good win for the Dragons. You definitely take those. Wouldn't be surprised if they go and lose to whatever team next week. But you definitely take that. And you didn't do anything wrong. That's for sure. It was the Warriors doing everything wrong, to be fair. But guys, I'm going to jump off it for now. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Definitely check out TPC Live. Great app to play along in the game to see what's going to happen next and predict what's happening next. But yeah, I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes time for the next stream, which is the Barata Squeals taking on the Redcliffe Delphine. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.